I think we got it to work.
You did? You just pressed, we figured it out.
Yeah, we're just two old dudes. We have no idea what we're doing. We don't know what's going on. We're 15 minutes late.
Would it be,
let's see if this
is it working? Oh,
I don't know. I don't even know if it's working. Anybody in the comments, is this working? Future Synth, can you see our faces? Or Alex McGuire, I know you. Hells yeah, they can see us.
Oh,
high five.
Okay,
Nerdy
good.
High five.
Nice. Hey, welcome.
He says loud and clear.
So loud and clear, but can you see the? Oh, it's working. Okay, good. Good morning.
It's like those guys in the Muppets in the tower. We're just like,
you guys, yeah, you just missed the last 10 minutes of furiously like
just sweating.
Wait, what? What's happening?
We've just been sweating.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
well,
thanks for joining us.
So if you're here and you're watching, you're the truest of the true fans. You're here eagerly anticipating the launch of Realm Runners.
The greatest game.
I'm going to try and keep track of these comments. Let's see what's going on. Oh, yeah. Loud and clear. It's working, boys. Yeah. Oh, hi. Sup, guys. Hey, it's Chris Bolton.
Chris Bolton, Savage Zombie, totally integral part of the minis. Probably wouldn't have had the minis without him at all.
All right. House of Gog says, I see two old dudes, so it's working. we conquered the kids' technology.
You have to be old in this day and age because being young, it's just not that cool anymore. It's
old is the new young.
Yeah. Thanks you guys. We're launching here. We got about 45 minutes from now.
We got a countdown timer. If you're on BackerKit, you're in business because we got a countdown timer going. Let me see what that says. We got 43 minutes and 31 seconds. Okay. So yeah, if you're not there yet, you should be on BackerKit. So like if you're in YouTube, which we probably want to monitor as well. So we got a chat going on here. I'll put the link.
Me and Jason have been working on this thing for a long while. I don't know. It was like, and you know what's going to be interesting is when you see the art, because like every time I show people like all the cards, there's so many cards, there's so much art. They're like, dude, this seems like so much work. And I had to use every bit of my like, don't think about the future and don't think about how much art you have to make. Just make art today and get through it. Like, because this is the most detailed, like, illustrations and stuff that I've done on anything ever. And that's saying a lot, actually. Every card has like a detailed illustration. Hey, that's my favorite card. Oh yeah, this is Jason's favorite.
It's going to be on the dice tray.
Yeah.
Optional.
I like this one. Spiritual Loss.
What's that one? Yeah, that's a good one.
I like this one. But I also like but every weapon card, Slime Caliber. You need Slime Caliber to get through the slime.
Somebody won the game using Slime Caliber, and it was epic.
Invisibility Cloak.
So yeah, we don't have a plan. We're just gonna hang out with y'all until and then we're gonna count down the launch together. So you're just gonna have to bear with us and hang out. Yeah. If you got any questions, by all means, throw it in the chat.
Yes.
Good God, excuse me. And then you can
let's show them some of this crap.
Yeah, let's interact. Hi, I'm really interested to hear a little bit about how the game plays. Great question.
Yeah, good question.
So this game presents super hardcore premium pieces, looks awesome on the table. Deluxe minis in the deluxe version. There is a version without the minis, but I would say it's a rules-lite game that kind of emphasizes loot collection, boss battling, and battle royale mechanics, and it plays very rules-lite. So if you don't play games or you're new to the hobby, very accessible. You can get in there. If you play games every weekend and you have a gaming group, it's got tons of strategy elements and replayability elements so that every game's kind of a little bit different. So for hardcore gamers, you can kind of get in there and try and mess with the rules. But if you just want to get in and not read a long rule book and just get straight to the action, it's super simple. And once you play it once, you should be able to verbally just like teach it to somebody. It's not super complicated.
It has a lot of strategy for like you don't I think you have to play a couple times before you realize that you do kind of need to create a strategy, because ultimately the players end up fighting an end level god so that somebody can go home, but you ultimately have to fight the other players too to get home, because there's only room for one in the portal to get home.
That's right. So here's the pitch. It's what's it? Survive the realms, collect. So you're going up these boards, collecting loot, which are all these cards and weapons that you can use to like have high levels of player interaction. We really want to encourage people messing with each other and battling, and you can heal each other, you can hurt each other, you can hurt the boss early, you can like plan together. So it's very like open to however you like to play. So if somebody messes with you, you can mess back, or you can just heal them and say, I'm not going to play that game.
You kind of want to make sure that the other characters in the game are not too healthy but too unhealthy to fight the end level boss guy.
You gotta keep them in check.
You have to like be like, because we wanted to do something. I remember when we were first talking about it, we wanted to do something like Mario Kart, where you can kind of mess with people, because the whole goal, actually, like the step back bigger goal for us, was to create a game that would actually just bring people together to hang out and not
put your phone down.
Yeah, put your phone down and just hang out with your friends and like have, like antagonize them, and then like and team up with them and see who could win. And like the cool thing is too is that like like I remember some of the best times I ever had when I was young was when some adults would show me how to play like a fun game, and I'd be like, oh, I'm a part of the group, like I'm like these, I belong to this stuff. So the idea is that it's more of like it's a social engineering project where it's like, it's so fun. They're the characters. We created the 4 characters that you start out with.
I'll show them. You talk, I'll show.
The 4 characters that you start out with: Froglore, the caring, loving father who helps and steps in and takes care of fallen warriors' tadpole children.
You're making that up.
No, that's what he does. That's what he does. He's a caring, loving. He's the father of the year. This is our mascot. Froglore.
Froglore is the fan favorite.
Brea and Muppis, she's a beast rider. She's sort of the tribal leader who is preserving the connection to nature for her tribe and stuff. And the planet she lives on, there's some horrible industrial shit going. This is the wizard Grimbo, who is a misunderstood and kind, sort of altruistic sort of wizard who people think is maybe not good, but he is good. And this is TC 1991, who is sort of our homage to our love for Terminator 2. And he's kind of like the chaotic, not good one.
He's the relentless. What was his name?
The relentless destroyer,
something like that.
But so we wanted to create like different archetypes so that people could relate. They'd be like, oh, I like this character. This is who I am. Because when you play Monopoly, what do you like?
I'm a shoe.
You don't relate to the boot.
I'm an iron.
You got a personality like a boot?
No, there's like a schnauzer or something in there.
I could be the schnauzer.
Is it a schnauzer?
The hot dog? Yeah. Do people, what are these questions?
Is it a
yes,
schnauzer?
Lovable outcast. Yes. Okay. How long does one game usually take? Interesting.
Well, we first didn't really answer the guy's.
Oh, wait. What are we doing? Yes.
So the gameplay in 30 minutes, we have a full 10-minute how to play the game video on the campaign page.
Yes.
So that's going to be a better answer than right now.
Yes. Sorry.
But it plays fast and furious and fun. High player interaction. Every game's slightly different. It's there are kind of randomized elements, but there's always choice. So you're not like rolling dice all the time and stuff like that. I really wanted to take an element of chance as much out of this game as possible. There is some dice battle mechanics that obviously is chance, but every roll and every card you use has a few options. So like if you play a card to move, for example, you can move and move through the board, or you can help or hurt people. So you kind of have like 3 or 4 options per turn. So there's a lot of like strategy involved that way. To answer the next question, how long does it play? It depends. Games that are highly interactive, especially games that like encourage social interaction, it could be hours or it can be 15 minutes. Like it depends on you, but I'd say the average play time is about I'd say 45 minutes to an hour if you just kind of like want to play and you kind of like know the rules and you go through it. But you know, some games take longer if you're talking a lot and really messing with each other, because you can do things that push people back, heal them, hurt them. So you can kind of like stretch the game out depending on how you play.
It also depends on how many realms you choose to put to play. You could play 3 realms, 4 realms, 5. It's like, it depends. And that also leads me to the other thing, is that ultimately we're going to keep creating realms for this game.
So here's this is the start realm. Every game has this realm to start, and then every game has this realm to end. This is what we call the boss realm, and this is the start realm. So these are always in play. And then what you do in the middle, which are the realms you run, this you can play with 1 of these in the middle, 2 of these in the middle, 3 of these in the middle. So if you don't have a lot of time and you want to play a zippy game, just go with the Technovirus realm, put it in the middle, and then you have these 3 boards that connect. But if you have a game night plan, you can add these 2 boards in the middle and make the board even longer. So you can kind of control how long or how short. I'm very proud of this decision.
Yeah.
Because it did 2 things. It lets you play, you can do a quick game or a long game. And it let me collaborate with Skinner a lot smoother, because you have so many great ideas. And like, how many realm ideas did we have? Like
I came up with a lot. We had the like, it was like, there was one like Appalachian Wendigo realm. We'll do that one.
Prehistoric dinosaur.
Oh yeah, prehistoric dinosaur, or like a Lovecraftian horror realm, like haunted ocean. Like there's so many realms.
Like the darkest depths of the ocean. Haunted.
Yeah, just super creepy, like Atlantean realms. Like any kind of, you could make anything. Here's the coolest part, I think, is that we thought, well, okay, what if a character dies really quick? Then what? They don't get to play? No, that's not what we decided to do. What we decided to do was make it so that the first player who dies in the game gets to continue playing as a zombie and or the Grim Reaper. You are now a zombie and you get to antagonize and mess with everybody else on the game.
Look, he's got a knife in his back.
Yeah. Savage Zombie, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest sculptor.
Yeah, these are amazing. These are amazing.
He designed this character too.
So when you die in the game, you can either lay your character flat and await someone to resurrect you. Somebody might revive you, but that's table negotiation. You can be like, will you revive me? And he'll be like, yeah, I got you, buddy. And then he doesn't have to. He can totally screw me over. But if you're just like, I'm never going to win this game, I'm going to turn into the zombie, then you just kind of haunt the board. You consume tokens, you can get in the way of people. And then how it works is you have 2 damage from the get-go, but every time you collect a certain token in the game, you collect 1 more damage, and your hit points become bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you touch any character, you are completely done playing the game, and you take that many hit points off that character. And you can do it on a fellow player or the boss. So you can actually help beat the boss still if you're dead. You don't have to be villainous. You can be like a martyr or like a hero.
Yeah, it's the like kamikaze approach to
But and the thing is, if you back within the first 48 hours, our promo is to have a variation of that. So in the base game or the deluxe game, the mini game, you get this as your death character. But if you back us in the first 2 days, you get this Reaper mini, which is completely awesome.
He's got a little friend begging for mercy on him.
Yeah, he's so like this is so it's something you don't need to play the game, but like I died, I want to do this, and you can do a variant where the first 2 people to die, one becomes a zombie, one becomes this. So it creates a little bit of variety for the game. Yeah, but that's cool. And then if you miss the 48-hour window, you can still buy this thing standalone. But better to get it for free.
This is the sort of unofficial main main bad guy at the end, Yagua, the death idol. We have Mathmet, the cat, the psionic cat who is the endless hunger, screaming for food at the middle of the universe.
The middle?
And yeah, in the middle. What cats want food.
How did it get there?
Good question. That's in the second BackerKit you'll find out. This is Hercules, which is the Omni Slayer, which is like the Greek god Hercules infected by the eldritch power of Cthulhu or something like that.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. And so we tried to make the gods like just way different. Like, oh, who do we want to battle this time? And they all have different powers, actually. So different stuff.
Sorry, I'm going to get my face really close to the stream and see what. Okay, I'm going to see if anyone else has a question. Okay, so the gameplay, we got a little bit of that out there. How did you boys start working together?
I'll tell you how I think it happened, and you tell me if it's true. Love is blind. I went to I was at a Contra
Costa Con,
and I saw you, and I was like, you were wandering around. I was like, oh, hey, Jason, what's up? Because we've known each other through Matt and stuff, and so I was like, what's going on? You're like, oh, I'm just whatever. Oh, I helped in the video for your first board game. That was our first kind of like.
Well, we've known each other for years.
Yeah. But the way this game specifically came about was I said, hey, check out this video game thing I've been kind of like working on with this guy. And you're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've been doing board games. And we just sort of, I think you said something like, wow, it looks like you actually follow through on stuff when you say, and you're like, that I would love to make a board game with somebody who follows through. And I was like, dude, I'd love to make a board game with someone who follows through also.
Yeah, bringing a project to completion is harder than you think, and a lot of ideas are easy, but obviously you all know Skinner. It's like just project after project after project, and they're amazing.
Thanks,
and I was just like, I don't think he's got time for a board game because it's like a ton of work. But
I was like, I can fit you in.
He's like, I can do it. I'll pencil you in for Tuesday.
And then I just said, and then I went over to like your house
just to talk shit about it.
Yeah, and we were kind of talking and brainstorming, but you had already sort of had these markers. Like he was already designing it.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, and I said, dude, this is awesome. And then we just were sort of like, oh, well, what would each of these cardboard things be, like a realm or something? Yeah. And so it very organically came about. And the benefit that we have is that Jason traveled the world because he works at BackerKit as the game master. And so that's what I call
the official title.
And so he was test playing this game at every convention. I mean, in Europe, all over America,
Gen Con, PAX Unplugged, and Spiel Essen in Germany. And I played it relentlessly at all through almost for 2 years. So I went to each of those shows twice, did full playthroughs, but I also played at comic shops, coffee shops. I would invite friends over to play test it. The play testing for this was rigorous because partnering with someone like Skinner, I knew 100% that the art was going to be like slamming and great, and it was going to be a big draw. My biggest fear as a game designer was it looks cool, but this game sucks. So it's like, it's just a nice collectible. I was like, no, this game has to be good. Yeah. So I didn't actually tell anyone I was working with you or put your art on any of the play testing until the very last time I did it. Because I didn't want people to be swayed and be like I wanted people laughing and having fun with just shitty cardboard.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I get to the point where people are having just a blast with this game with no art on it, we're in business. So this game is completely fun, stripped to its bones. It's still fun, interactive, playing. And then you add this element that Skinner's done, and it takes it like a 1 to 100. So
the frosting. Yeah,
I brought this to PAX U this year, and in hindsight, I wish I brought this version of it to everywhere I went because it was nuts. People loved it, and it was so fun. On the campaign page at the very bottom, you'll be able to see some photos of some of my favorite play groups that we had. I took a lot of pictures of people playing and stuff, and it was such a rewarding experience. And these games don't get made if you don't play test it, and they're creating the game just as much as we are. Like feedback. Do you like this? What are you looking for? Does this work? Does that work? People broke it. People said it sucked. People did, and I just listened and listened, and then over a year or two, it got really, really good because of it.
Being able to hammer the steel on the anvil into a cool sword requires that you kind of like take the criticism and just deal with the criticism, because it's like, I don't know, that's the only way it's going to get better. So you can't like have your feelings get hurt by it. But I will say this, everybody, I don't know. I know this is not like, I don't take this as the wrong way or whatever, but people are like super surprised at how good it is. Like, and how fun, like I don't take it. I think that people are like, oh, you just made a game, like whatever, but they're like, it's like shocked at how good, like it's fun, thoughtful and fun and good it is. And I'm like, that to me is like maybe the greatest compliment or whatever, when people are like, whoa, I actually didn't think it would be this great. You know,
they thought it might just be like Candyland with a reskin or something. Right. Yeah, no, very thoughtful, very much made the game that we want to play.
Yes.
I think it's safe to assume if you're a hardcore gamer here and you love thick rules and you like getting really into it, like I respect you, but that's not the game we made.
Yeah.
We wanted, I remember you told me early in the phase, I was like, we really have to spend time thinking about who this game is for. And you're like, they should be like drunk, high, or 11. Like, yeah. So I kept that in my mind. I'm like, okay, if those three people, like, can those three people still play this? Absolutely.
Yeah. I want it to be accessible, because I feel like a lot of things that, like, I love Dungeons and Dragons, I love RPGs and all that stuff. Those are ongoing forever games usually. And it's like you're always fighting to find time, and it feels like it's a struggle to get to it and blah, blah, blah. This you could just have with you. Right. And just be like, dude, let's play Realm Runner. Like,
if you have like friends over that you didn't expect, and you're like, what are we going to do? You want to watch a movie? You could bust this game out and teach them, and you'll be playing in like 10 minutes tops. Yeah. Like you can get to the table. It's really fun and like collectible looking. It's very like kind of premium style. So it's really cool to unbox and look at, and people are really attracted to it, but like you can start playing really quick. The rules it's going to be paper thin. Like there is a good balance of like strategy and replayability and stuff like that. It's not like stupid simple. There is a slight learning curve, but it's not complicated. Like you can pick this up and start playing.
Yeah. Plus there's a ton of drawings that rock.
Over 100.
Dude, I was like, when I was all done, I was looking at everything. I couldn't believe, look at this dude, the lurking virus. Oh yeah.
Night Creep. Let's show some of our favorite. These are the minions. So in the game you have tokens. We're all over the place. Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, yeah, we're excited.
We're excited. But you put tokens on all the spaces, and when you land on a token,
turns around.
It has one of these symbols on it. It's either a shield or a relic or a sword, but sometimes it's a minion. It's like a baddie, and it has this symbol on it, like a skull. And if you do that, you flip one of these cards and you go into a mini skirmish with them. So you have to do a little dice battle with them. So these are some of the minions.
The automatic eel.
Slime Priest?
Dude, Slime Priest. My favorite priest.
This is a priest?
Yeah, dude. Look at the
I would
tech gnome.
I would go to this sermon.
Tech gnome.
Oh, Void Creech.
Yep. What about the Robo Kong?
Now this one, look at this. So all of these guys have their own ability too. So they have like a unique ability. I mean, some of them are like duplicated. This one will heal you 3 times, and then after that it starts to hurt you like really bad. So this is a cool one. It's like a friend, but if you annoy it, it turns on you.
The Tech Gnome is crazy because it has the ability to place a trap on the next space in front of you that does not have a trap on it. So like this thing, like they not only just hurt you, but they can put traps and stuff.
They can manipulate the board or take loot cards off your player card. But yeah, we have like a trap mechanic where you can like set little fire traps on the board to kind of hurt people or make them go in different ways and stuff.
I like goo shambles.
You would.
Goo shambles is great.
Do you remember drawing these?
Dude, I drew some of these while I was on vacation.
You drew these like a mad person.
Yeah, I was blasting through them.
I remember it being like, we need some like minions and like things. I'm like, we have like 100 cards. We can like mix it up and like tile them. And like, if you draw a minion, I'll like have 4 of that minion. And you're like, no, we can do 1 for each.
I'll just draw every single thing.
So every single loot card and every single minion card has a unique new drawing from Skinner, which is madness in my mind.
I like this guy, Matrix Recode. He's an evil computer and he's got a frown.
I remember it was cut off on the side and I was like, can you make the side? So he just made him like his arms are cut off.
Yeah.
It was good.
Techno Club. Yeah, I'm very proud of these drawings, by the way. I hope you look at them. Oh, yeah, here, look at this. Everybody loves fresh fruit.
I wanted that. Every card is like this insanely awesome, detailed, manipulate. It's not just a shield. It's like a face and a shield, except the fruit. I said, just make it just fruit. No faces on the fruit. Just like a weird, normal card.
Anybody want to freak out, man?
Yes, please.
Virtuous Goo. Dude, I love this game. I'm so happy. It's like so fun to look through it. Thank you guys for being here. I'm very pumped.
What's our countdown at? We're at 20 minutes. My recollection of how we got, it's very similar. We were at my brother's 40th birthday talking about it a little bit. I remember I was bugging you about, we should do a game.
Oh, really? Where was that at?
Yuba River, I think. Some river place.
Oh,
but Contra Costa Con's where we really like said, I think we should do it. Like I remember that.
We were glamping.
We were glamping, yeah. Yeah, they were like full.
We also connected because you're like, I was like, oh, what comics do you like? You're like, I like Berserk. I was like,
Berserk.
oh, I like Berserk too.
Berserk's my favorite comic ever, like period.
Yeah.
Nothing's better than Berserk.
I have the Berserk art book right over there. But yeah,
where?
Here, I'll grab it. Sorry, everybody. Keep talking.
Is it officially lighting?
No, it's this, the artwork. You know this? You ever seen this?
Oh, I have seen this book. Yeah, this is amazing.
But you guys, check this out. The way that this works is that if we could potentially, because of the platform is easy to put art on it and concepts on it, we could totally like buy a license for something and then make that version of Realm Runners. Like we could make an Evil Dead Realm Runners,
or like an expansion for like the Cabin in the Woods realm.
Yeah,
and then you can go through and collect weird things from that. Like we should go to like a license fair.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like a Lord of the Rings version,
for like realms.
Yeah. So I think anything
guest artists.
Really, guest artists. We want to get people to actually do their own version of a realm. So they would have to draw the minions, the loot, and all that shit.
Yeah, so as many spaces, like you'd have to draw like an equal amount of weapons, defense, minions, and like relics, and then the realm, and then that could be like a guest artist expansion. I think that would be cool because our dream right now is to get this base game funded, which is kind of a big deal. If we can get this funded, we'll be extremely happy and grateful. But it's a stepping stone to our big vision is like unlimited realms with different styles. You know, when you design board games, they're like, keep the style very consistent. Don't mix it up. Don't have 2 clashing styles. We want to do the opposite of that. We want to have a chaotic, explosion of creativity from artists we admire, IPs we admire, and just get those in the mix. And then that way, when you sit down to play, you can kind of have a different game every time, customize it to like the different realms you like. So we tried to create 3 realms, like Technovirus, Slime, and like a spirit realm, kind of more the neutral, kind of cool. Like this is a good base of realms, but the sky's the limit. We can just keep doing this as long as we need to.
I mean, we could just keep making end level bosses too. It's like there's so many different things. Like each, like you could do like a realm. It's like a cute little Care Bear realm thing. It's like totally nightmarish.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like.
It doesn't even have to be all evil and scary.
It could just be anything. It could just be like a peaceful wood. like a woodland.
Yeah, a forest.
Like, oh, this realm is actually not. These realms are terrifying.
Yeah.
But
I'm really proud of the
but they
the
don't have to
techno
be.
realm. It's insane.
So this is the boss realm, and this is like, so the boss will sit here and kind of and then you'll challenge the boss at the end. So these, we can create all kinds of different characters and different boss characters. So I think the hardest thing was just picking 3 and being like, those are our first 3.
Yeah, and then the contributions of our friend Chris Savage Zombie at Savage Zombie.
It was a game changer.
Yeah, he started just sculpting these digitally sculpting these illustrations I did, and it just felt like it added a dimension to the game that I was like, oh, this is really expanding the scope of what, like, how cool it is. Because there's the thing is, like, there's games that are fun to play, but like how cool they look, it's a whole world. It's not like that. So
yeah,
I just felt very grateful that he was willing to jump in with us and do this.
It's been such a pleasure. So easy to work with, above and beyond. Like the product, it's just such a good. The sculpts are so good, and it took some iterating. Like there's been a few, like some were hyper detailed, some, but then we just found a super sweet spot. The ones that are going to be featured on the page in about 15 minutes. We have full spin GIFs so you can see all the minis in all their glory. We have some good product shots. We had some buddies do some amazing photography for the project. So it's going to be very clear like what these look like, and I think it's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, this game is like a palate cleanser for big scale games.
Big scale
it's
games.
Like, let's just hang out and chill and like just like
maybe you play around to this and then you get into your next big Gloomhaven session or something like that, because we love those games. Like there's a space for both. It's not like, oh, simple or hardcore. Like there's no such thing as like which one's better. But for us, I'm always in a position where I have a few buddies that are intrigued by the idea of playing a game, and then you're like, all right, here's the rule book, and then you're like, all right,
it's massive
step. And then you're just like, player A, and then people they just start glazing over, and you're just like, oh man, I'm losing them, but I want to play this game. This game you're gonna put on the table, you're gonna start playing.
You don't want to get somebody pumped on a game from the art
and then
have them be like totally discouraged from the rule book,
and then just completely like disengage. My biggest thing is like people on their phone while the game, like you're reading the rules and they just don't give a shit. They don't care.
I thought that for the artwork, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make it kind of funny too, so that, or I don't know, engaging, so that whenever people are playing the game, they'll just be like, dude, what? This drawing's crazy. Like there's a motorcycle that I drew. I've like never drawn a motorcycle. It's the weirdest motorcycle ever. So
let's get to some comments, because I don't.
We need to.
I've skipped a bunch of comments.
Oh my god, sorry you guys. Jesus.
Rules-lite for the win. Good. So is it semi-co-op, like you and other players attack bosses together as a team, or is it strictly competitive? It is semi-co-op. So you call it a competitive co-op is kind of the genre. So it's up to you. Some people are super friendly when you're going up the realms, and they help each other and heal each other so they can take down the boss. And you can whittle at the boss during the game. Like there's cards that let you like hurdle like a firebomb at the boss early. So by the time you get to the boss encounter, they can be a little weakened. But you need to beat the boss. You probably need a few people alive still. So if you try and kill everybody before you get to the boss, you're not going to win. The win condition is the boss needs to be dead, and then it's last person standing. So if you're the last person standing and the boss isn't dead, you haven't won yet. But if you then go to the boss and fight and beat the boss by yourself, then you win. But that is very difficult. So you have to cooperate with people to defeat the boss. And then once the boss is dead, you immediately have to turn on each other. So it's kind of like, how strong are other players going to be when that inflection point happens is kind of the key. So it's all about balancing and stuff. You're creeping us out. What are you doing, man?
I'm looking at the.
Oh, you're reading.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not.
This is what reading looks like after
you guys.
40.
Let's see.
So it's like not safe for work, Talesman. Actually, it is super safe for work, I would say. Like kids could play this and be just
Oh
fine.
yeah, totally safe. Like
It's
yeah.
like monstrous and like kind of like, this is probably as brutal as it gets.
Yeah, that's as crazy as it gets.
But-
There's no blood and guts or nothing.
But yeah, I want to, if you got nephews or kids that are
Yeah.
like of age, like, you could 8, 9, 10-year-old, they could totally get into this game with you. It could be a good gateway game for them, for sure. We didn't want to make it super, like, maybe we can do an expansion that's like just disgusting and weird.
Yeah.
But the base game is very safe for work.
Let's get some.
Is SFW
not safe for work?
Yeah, but
Talisman.
nobody ever writes safe for work. Like, what if every post that was safe for work had a safe for work before it?
I don't know.
You don't want to talk about it.
I'm trying to read these questions. I feel like I've just been I've been talking, and it's annoying probably to hear me talk.
Well, this is what a live stream is. This is what they're here for. Yes, Grimbo. Let's give him a look at Grimbo miniature as a reward.
Yeah.
Grimbo. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. There you go. Grimbo, I think this is my favorite. Frog Lore, it was like I assumed was my favorite, but once I started playing, I like Grimbo. What was your biggest inspiration for the game? Hey, that's from Alex McGuire, BackerKit. What's your biggest inspiration for the game? Do you have an answer for that?
Oh, you're asking me? Oh,
I guess the art and design are different. I guess for the
biggest inspiration to me was like I was just hoping I could get it done, because I was like, dude, this is so much work. I gotta get my ass in gear.
Yeah.
But the inspiration, I think, is like seeing so many amazing games being made independently and just feeling like I could probably do that.
I should do that.
I should. I could and should.
You can, and you did.
Big risk with this.
For the game, my biggest inspiration was just making, it sounds very cliche, just making a game I wanted. Like I want this game. Like I want something accessible. I've been playing it with friends that come over to my house, and we just have a blast with it. So like my inspiration is getting people off their phone, getting them off their tablets, getting them off the internet for a minute, even though we're all on it right now. We need the internet to make it work. But like, just unplug for a minute. I'm product of the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really have these moments like movie culture, for example. You would get the family in a car, you'd go to the video rental store, you'd make decisions together, you'd talk about what you like and you don't like, and you'd argue. But at the end of the day, you'd be sitting in a room together for a few hours and just enjoying each other's company. And to me, video rental culture is kind of dead. It's kind of gone, unfortunately, due to streaming. Board games is the next best thing, and maybe even better, because it really encourages you to just tune the world out for a minute, sit around a table, laugh, have fun, and just do something together that's not digital. And I think it's beautiful.
Being present with each other, I can hear the neurons and the brains growing back while you're hanging out, because when you're just, because like I feel like being disconnected, like your brain, you don't really like there's neuron pathways that just sort of stop being used.
Yeah.
And so like when you're hanging out and you're communicating and you're connected and you're talking and you're feeling and you're in those moments of socializing, your brain, that part of your brain grows back. So this is actually medicine for your brain.
It is medicine. And when you sit around a table with people and engage in this way, you can see the universe in people's eyes and connect a little bit. It's a very beautiful thing. It's very romantic. Did you skip any questions?
No, but I like Genghis Pawn.
A big risk with a lot of crowdfunding games is the nuts and bolts, rule books, play testing, etc. What's your pitch to folks who love the art but are worried about core game design?
But his next thing he said was, "Sounds like you've put in the time, Jason. Love to hear it."
I did put in the time.
Yes, he did.
I did. We play tested this relentlessly. My job was to parse information. You take some, you leave some. You really, as a game designer, you have to have a very strict focus on who the game is for, and that needs to be your North Star. So if some hardcore gamer came in and scoffed at how simple it was or accessible it was, I'm not going to change course because of that. So
he also asked, "What is your opinion? What in your opinion is the ideal player count?"
4.
I mean, the more the better.
4 is fantastic, but I will say, 2-player game, you simulate 4. You each pick 2 characters. And you can like help and hurt you can help your own character. So it's kind of like duos.
Oh,
And it's really fun. So a 2-player game is pretty fun if you like to mix it up and have a game variety. So I could be Froglore and Grimbo. What happens when they're going up the realms and helping each other so they can kind of sustain each other or double down on attacks on one character together. So a 2-player game is really fun. 3-player game's fun, but there is like an empty row, in the game. So it's still really fun. I played three-player games a few weekends ago, and we had a blast the whole night. But in the perfect world, 4 unique players.
4 unique players, the more people, the better.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, some people are saying we need a solo mode. What people don't realize is a solo mode for almost any board game is just a completely different game. It's like,
yeah, there's other games that are solo games, maybe. I don't know. Solitaire on my Commodore 64.
But look at a lot of games, you'll see like solo mode developed by, and it's like not even the game designer, because it's just such a different approach to game design that like, can we make a solo game in this world? Absolutely.
I think the solo mode also kind of undermines our intention of trying to get people just to hang
social
out
interaction
and together and stuff.
Yeah,
it's not like we're trying to force people but it's like this. That was the joy that I've experienced from those environments where I'm playing games with people and hanging out is why I wanted to make the game. Really.
Yeah.
It's like, I want that for other people. I hang out with my nephew. He is on Fortnite. It is driving me insane. I want to play Roam Runners with him. I want him to like interact with me.
We got some people here.
Oh, nice. Thanks for tuning in, y'all.
Well, let's get into countdown mode. We're at 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 25 seconds to be exact. If I didn't get to your question, sorry, we're still going to be live for an hour, so we can still get to some of these questions. We're going to stay live.
I only play games on cell phone. Can play this on my phone game Brain Medicine.
Sure. Sounds good.
It says, whoa, how come I just got an email from you? That's a special email that somebody sent. We planned it.
How come I just got an email from you? Laughing my A off. Whew.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah, we got time. Do you want some water or anything? I'll be right back. Y'all.
Yeah, can I get one of those berry lip gloss? I hope everybody's ready. We're going to see how this launch day goes. See if we can get this thing funded. Also want to note, while Skinner's gone, this prototype you see here, this is made by Panda Games Manufacturing, which is an amazing game manufacturing studio that I've been collaborating with to make a really, really good prototype. So we could kind of, for 2 reasons. One, I can play test it and have copies at home so I can play it and show you all this cool stuff now. And 2, it put us down the development path like way far. Like this game is like 90% done. So from the time this campaign ends to the time we can get this game in your hands is going to be a lot tighter, because we did most of the work already to get the game to this state. Like these boards you see, these minis you see, like everything is pretty much done, except for we got to change some of the verbiage on the cards, maybe add less tokens or more tokens, and just figure out those exact numbers. But and we need to make an official rule book and just print it and have some cool like lore bits in it and stuff. But this game is good to go almost. So I mean, the manufacturing cycle will take a while, but we're pretty far along. It's not like this is going to take years to get in your hands. You'll have it this year. I can almost guarantee it, because I think we're good. Same day delivery, yeah. So you're saying if I back the game when it launches in a few minutes, it's same day shipping. That would be nice. 1 day shipping for free. That would, yeah. We're not Amazon, so let's set those expectations. Shipping is not fun, and time is real. Let's see this here. Love playing the game. We got Chandler on here from BackerKit. Love playing the game all through development. I think Chandler from BackerKit played this maybe more than any other playtester, but also at definitely the most stages. He played it in its most raw state, and then actually probably not this state though, not the finished state, but soon. But yeah, I even played this at CES in Vegas, which is not a gaming show, but I brought it one year and play tested it with like people that were into
that's awesome
consumer electronics, and it was like, oh, this is fun.
I'm gonna be at Stockton Con this weekend. I'll try to bring the game. People can look at it and stuff.
What's a rule or design decision you're most proud of or excited about, Jason?
Mm.
We have 2 minutes to launch, so I'll answer that more after we launch. But I can answer. I think the keep the player in the game zombie element was very fun. It's probably a toss up between modular boards, so we can expand it and make it replayable to infinity, and then the death mechanic, the first person to die. I have people that die on purpose because it's so fun to haunt the board. So you can't technically win, but you can still have a blast. Even if you've technically lost, you can still keep playing the game and significantly change the outcome of the game, which I think is really fun.
A lot of chance.
Yeah.
That was a genius move, by the way.
It was kind of a reaction to our collaboration, though. It wasn't like I just came up with it. I just know that I didn't want you to be tethered by like, you have to make a realm like this or like this. I wanted whatever you were feeling in the moment is what we should have made. And I think that made it awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we're about to go live. We got 1 minute. I don't know if 3 seconds. I think
really?
I think it's just gonna happen.
Is it time? Hope so. Let's make sure.
Okay, here we go. We're officially live, and we've got a pledge. Someone pledged it for $300.
There
already.
it is. They're getting all kinds of extra stuff.
Yeah, that's number one. And we're off to the races. So let's see what we can do. If we can get funded today, we're in business and we're going to make this game. But that's a long journey.
It is a long journey, and I'm very excited to be on it.
So here we go. Let's go. We are live on BackerKit as we
Nice.
speak. We're going to see what we can do here.
You want the world's best dad is frog lore shirt.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the add-ons. When you check out, you can get 2 versions of the game. You can get if you're not that into miniatures and you don't really want them, you don't want to pay extra for miniatures. We're going to have a version that just has old school cardboard stand-ups. But if you want the deluxe edition, which I highly recommend, get all these miniatures. There's 8 per game. It's $20 more. But then we have all these add-ons. We have a shirt. We have some enamel pins. We have a print. And then if you go to the $300 tier, which is like everything in the kitchen sink, everything that we've made, you can do a limited print. Oh, look at this. You got
World's best dad, frog lore. You love frog lore forever. So this will be on a shirt, and there's also going to be like a version. Oh wait, are we doing a white version? I don't know if we are. Oh yeah.
Yeah, black and white. World's best dad, frog lore. This is a shirt you're going to want.
You too can be a tadpole.
And if you want prints or the shirt, or if you are more into enamel pins, or if you're more into I have some varieties that give you a little bit of a discount. So if you just want the graphic stuff, like I just want the game, the print, and the shirt, you can do a tier that's at a slight discount. If you're like me and you're really into enamel pins, we kind of went all out. We made 8 new enamel pins. We have it's called the Pin Hoarder edition. You can just get all the pins in one for a super big discount. I think it's not that much more. So it's way cheaper than $10 to get per pin.
We tried to be as completist as possible about the stuff we're doing. Make it all really the most quality we can get. Make it so it's not like you just get it and you're like, I don't care about this, but everything, we wanted everything to be special, I guess you could say.
Let me see if I can see who is backer number 1. Let's see what we got here. Jackson, I bet you. Let's see here.
Jackson.
You're backer number 2. Oh, Jackson was number 2. That's pretty good. I don't know who number 1 is, but
whoever you are, you're the hero.
Yeah, you're a hero.
Thank you.
I'll figure it out later. All right.
What would be a crazy realm? I mean, that would be crazy to have a berserk realm.
Berserk realm would be amazing.
One of the monsters for each as a minion. Dude, that would be insane.
That would be too good. I don't know how
and
that
then
works.
Who would be the death god we could do? Not that thing with the brain, right? The
Baphomet or something. That one, that would be awesome. Or the hand maybe could be you have to beat
Nosferatu Zod. I love Nosferatu Zod.
But what about Zod would be awesome. What if you just fought the whole hand, all 5? Like it was like a crazy boss battle, and then
That'd
you had
be
a
cool.
deluxe boss realm that you could swap out for the
Yeah.
hand and have 5. That would be cool.
That would be
Because
cool.
when you roll the dice, you'd have to like pick who to target. So you could be like,
Oh.
I'm going for this one or that one. That could be cool. An expansion with multiple bosses.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you just
heard it here.
witnessed what happens with Jason when I give him an idea, when I just throw out some random bullshit. And then he goes, "Oh, I know how that could work. It could be like this and this." And then that's why I just sit back. I just sit back. I throw out ideas.
Back. Yeah, but sitting back to you is drawing relentlessly awesome art for hours on end.
Yeah, I don't really sit.
You don't sit back.
You don't sit back. But I like to think I do.
All right, we're healthy.
You guys,
we're healthy.
We're so grateful. Thank you.
Yeah,
Incredible.
thanks to everybody that's backing this early. It makes us like we're very like as prepared as we are. We're still. It's pretty nerve-wracking to crowdfund. Like
it's so nerve-wracking.
It's nerve-wracking. It's stressful. So like we want you to have a good experience. We want to give you an awesome product and an awesome experience at home. So like I just really want this game to exist. So like it doesn't work without y'all. So we know that.
And I'm used to the struggle of this kind of stuff. So I'm not, it doesn't drive me nearly as insane as it used to, but I still am like, oh shit, I better get my grind on. Get my grind on.
Well, this is going to be worth it. We're creating a template for the future. Like now that we know exactly how to make each realm, how to make each card, how to make each miniature, we'll be able to replicate this easier and quicker as we get new guest artists involved. We can give them very clear instructions and templates. So really the sky's the limit for like who can create a realm. And we could not even make a new game and just expand on this indefinitely. I'll say this during our live stream, I do have an expansion in the works for like a familiars expansion where you can have like a little companion character that scoops up loot from the board, can steal stuff from other characters. So you kind of have 2 characters playing at once, and like a little creature can just kind of like have their own dice or something and mess with people and just do nitpicky things. Nothing that'll like change the game completely, but things that could like turn the tides, which I think in development. But we had
always thinking.
But we had to calm down because we were like, well, what if we can't even get this game funded? So it's like, let's not go too far.
One of the early ideas that we had too was, it was pretty fun, but it was gonna make it so much more like insane. What was it like? We wanted to do like not augmented reality, but
QR codes.
A QR code where you scan it with your phone, and then like
that could still happen.
We could still do that, like an animated thing.
I'll show you. So we basically we would have a card like this, and instead of let me show you a different example. Like so we had a card like this, and instead of just the sword, it was a QR code with a sword in the middle. And before you drew the card, you would scan it, and it would be a mini like. It would
like a little scene.
So it'd be like flaming bolt, and it would just show up on an iPad near the game board. It would be like a graphic, a moving graphic, or like a mini video, like doing that. Or when you transition to another realm, the first person to go in the realm, scan the realm code, and then it would be like, "Welcome to the Bog Swamps, Froglor's homeworld," or something like that. And then it would kind of set the stage and give you some kind of like flavor to the game. But we scrapped it because it made the game like 7 hours long. It was very immersive, but it was like, I think a gameplay would be like 4 hours.
Well, you think about like how much time it would be to like scan a thing, and then everybody watches this.
Yeah, and then once you play it once, you're like, I get it, the flaming sword of Morgoth or something.
Yeah,
you've
like, seen it before.
It's like seen it once.
But it reminded me of like the D&D game thing that came with a VHS or a DVD or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And I was like, this is cool. But I mostly just want to watch the
I didn't send our email. I'm going to do that right now.
Oh, okay. I mostly just want to watch the video of like crappy D&D made by like some like small production company. That's what I kind of want to do,
We're going to hit a send button to a ton of people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So this is good. I didn't even send the email, and y'all are backing, and we're already at like $5,000 with just the live stream crew. Like you guys
are the best.
You're making us feel better.
Any more cool questions here?
Yeah, let's see what we got. So you're saying if I back the game, we already talked about that. USPS and FedEx are something else. Shipping
Oh,
sucks.
or something else.
Oh, or something else. Or something else. Listen, we have a shipping section. I'm playing it safe with estimates right now. I say this in the section. Shipping sucks no matter what way we cut it. We're going to charge it later. And an advantage for us to charge shipping later after the campaign's over is we can give you the best rates. If I guess now and overcharge, I'll feel horrible. If I guess now and undercharge, we're going to be hurt, right? And it's going to take a chunk out. So the best thing we can do, and thankfully BackerKit helps with this, is we can send you surveys. You can customize your orders. You can change it. You can up your pledge later. Like if the campaign's over, you're like, man, I should have gone for the deluxe. I only got the base. We're going to give you one last chance to up your pledge. And then we're going to charge the best shipping rates we can possibly find. It's very volatile. Shipping sucks. But
the game weighs like 5 pounds.
Not like 5 pounds. It weighs 5 pounds. What happened?
I don't know. I went, but wow. I don't know what happened.
You did it.
But dude, the game is so quality made, like 5 pounds. This thing weighs 5 pounds.
It's like that's like how Hungry Man markets. It's like 1 pound of food.
Yeah, but like think about 5 pounds. Like that's our board game.
This isn't your grandparents' one pound.
What we did was we made it so that this thing would last forever. The quality of the board, like it's we just wanted it to be extreme high quality. So
to the moon.
Yeah. So we took more of like well, let's just make everything exactly the way we want. So we did. All right. We're doing good.
We're at 6,800 bucks with 50 backers. Not bad. Not bad.
To me, that's amazing.
Pretty good.
That. I like it. Yeah.
All in a 10 minutes work.
Yes.
2 years work.
Yeah.
What game or game mechanics inspired? What were you inspired by? I can answer this question. A lot of people talk about what other board games inspired their game. And, I work at BackerKit. I work with game designers constantly all day long, and I'm constantly inspired by the games they're creating and the worlds they're creating. So that in itself is an inspiration. But I'm a idiot. I grew up on Nintendo and Genesis. And so like most of my inspirations come from video games, not board games. But it's all kind of out there in the world. So if I were to tell you like specific examples, I'd say any game that has like high levels of like loot collection, like Diablo, or like even just, digital like Baldur's Gate and stuff like that. If you like games where you collect things and hoard them and create inventories, that's a huge inspiration. And then there's the boss battle mode, which is just about any game from the 80s or 90s. The boss battle is such an epic moment. Like you play the level and it's like the boss comes and it's always like this big production. So I really took a lot of like Mega Man, Metroid, Legend of Zelda games. A huge Zelda fan, got my brand here. But that influenced the boss battle mechanics. And then lastly, there's like the battle royale element where you have to beat the boss and then it's last person standing. That's more influenced by newer games like Fortnite, Apex Legends, PUBG, stuff like that. I've been playing games my whole life, and nothing reinvigorated my love for like competitive gameplay like the battle royale mechanic. So I wanted that element in here for sure because it's just really fun. So like the realms get tighter as you move. First person to go to the boss realm, everybody transports there. You beat the boss, and then you turn on each other, and it's such a kind of like a good adrenaline boost. And I wanted that element in the game. Yeah. So
I love Golden Axe.
Yeah, but that's in there too. Like the minions that you fight, like the beat 'em up, you're using weapons to hack at them and have little skirmishes. So I'd say the influences are heavily leaning towards video games, less other board games. And then you were mentioning Mario Kart. When you're doing the battle mode in Mario Kart 64, which is the best version, you're doing balloon battle. And when you're dead, if you're the first person to die, you turn into like a little bomb, and you can just ram into somebody for like one last like thing. That's totally what the zombie is. So Mario Kart's even in the mix.
Well, even if you think about Mario, he jumps inside the tube and he ends up somewhere else. That's
different portal,
a different portal, a different realm.
That's what
we're Mario heads.
We're
over
Mario
here.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that. I think like growing up and playing games, like I just sort of I realized that the games I liked the most were the ones where I could play with somebody else. But it was like also funny because in those games you could accidentally hit somebody else, like like Streets of Rage,
Collateral damage.
You hurt your other teammate and you're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, you get mad.
Yeah,
but in this game it's like kind of implied that you'd want to like do that.
But in this game you can like make up for it and be like, I'm sorry, baby.
I'm like,
I'm gonna heal you. But like somebody hurt me and then they would heal me, and it was a very abusive relationship.
Yeah,
but you can do that if you want.
Yeah, you could just kill. You're like, I'm not gonna fight the other guys, I'm just gonna beat you up.
Like, I mean, you could start the game and be like, my goal is to take Skinner out as soon as possible. Yeah. And I can play every role I do can be to stop you from winning.
Yeah.
Or to help you win. I can be like, I want you to win. Yeah. I'm gonna just be your support.
Well, I mean, that's what's kind of cool is you could, just try different things, What kind of
let's see what else we got. We got I hope that answered amazing work.
Oh, Homeless Cop. I love you, bro.
Oh, we got Nigel here. A wonderful artist. He would create a good realm.
Nigel Sussman.
Yeah,
Nigel.
Is that how you say it? That's how you pronounce
Nigel Sussman from England. I don't know. Is he from? I know he's a local guy here.
Yeah, you got to get off the live stream, buddy.
I met Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel's awesome. He's worked on board games before too. I saw a board game with your art on it at Gen Con.
Trash Possum. Thank you, Trash Possum. That's really sweet. Thank you.
Where's Trash Possum's?
Here.
Skinner, I'm a huge fan of your art. Also, board games, so I'm excited. Yeah, Skinner plus board games is a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
I remember when I approached you to do a board game, I was shocked that you weren't doing board games already.
Right.
So I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, kind of seems like I should.
It seems like you should, yeah. What year isn't it when I can play the Realm Runners on my phone on a PlayStation 5?
You can't
unplug.
Yeah, no, that's
maybe one day. That's fine.
Let's see, what do we got here? Is the shirt screen printed? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Do I know what sort of shirt it's printed on? I should probably exactly find out.
If you've bought a Skinner shirt in the past, it's going to be exactly that quality. Your shirts are awesome.
Thanks. I'm gonna ask my guy right now.
I will back when I get paid in 2 days. LOL. That's fair. Make sure you do it within the 48 hours so you get that. You're not going to be charged until the campaign's over. I just want to make sure you get that free Reaper mini. Like if anybody backs today or tomorrow, you're going to get this for free added to your order. But if you miss it, you can still add it as an add-on. I didn't want to totally FOMO people. I want you to have an opportunity there. Project Back, Muck Duck, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody here that's backing. This is warming my heart. I think we're doing pretty good. We're almost at 10,000.
Oh, dude.
Games are very expensive to make.
We're so lucky. So we really thought about it should we just make it super high quality? And it's yes, because the whole thing would be moot. We didn't make it great and high quality so that you can keep it forever and play forever
and put it on your shelf. We talked early, we can just reskin Candyland with your art and it would be awesome to buy, but that it would be shitty to play. We can make a card game. We could just do a dice game. We could keep costs super low, but we wanted to make something super premium.
Good question. Does minis fit in the box in the deluxe edition?
As of now, we haven't made that decision yet. So we have a few scenarios, and I'm just going to tell you this because you're on a live stream and you get special information. There are several versions of how we're going to do this. We're either going to have one box to rule them all, and it'll look almost exactly like this, and include standees and no minis, just like the full old school 80s style of the game. And then we'll have a separate box for the miniatures. Mm-hmm. So you can kind of have them together so they won't fit in the box. Or there's a version where we do that, but we make this box slightly bigger. And the bottom layer, you can slide in the minis if they come in a separate box, so they will fit in the box. And then if you don't have the minis, there'll be a hollow cardboard box in that place, so it fills the box so stuff doesn't rattle around. But I haven't decided yet. It depends on how this campaign goes. How many orders do we have with minis versus without minis? Is it better to segment the two or not? Because if you are a backer you can't just come to this project and buy only minis. Like, can I just get minis only? That's not what we're doing. We're selling a game here. But if you back us at any level, you have the ability to add on extra sets of minis. So we are going to have like a version of the mini that's in a separate box for those extra copies.
Carlos, my screen printer guy, says it is 100% ring spun cotton. A shirt. It's Port and Company. This shirt, not Gildan, none of that stuff. Okay, wait. I didn't see it anywhere when I backed. What size are the pins? Trying to figure out if I need a separate board for them.
Right now, the pins are set to be 1.25 inches. They might be slightly bigger. I might make the boss pins slightly bigger because there's 3 instead of 4, and they're like a little more intricate. So I'm looking at the heroes at about 1.25, and then the bosses might be 1.5.
Right. Okay. Speaking of weight of the game, when I do grocery shopping, I pay attention to price per ounce instead of the flat price. Could we get a price per ounce on Realm Runners to help make an informed buy? I don't know.
I don't have that information.
I don't.
What is it? 16 ounce. Here, let's do some napkin math. All right, we got.
Oh,
no, this
thanks,
is just
Trash
fun.
Possum. Yeah,
okay, we got
rock.
16 ounces per pound. Is that right? Is that how that works? 16 ounces are a pound? Is that right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, 16 times 5 equals 80 ounces divided by $89 equal. It's 89 cents or 90 cents per ounce. Is that right? I'm not good at math. That's why I'm
89 cents per ounce.
If that doesn't get you to back, I don't know what to do.
Okay. A big box is a good idea if you surpass the goal. That way, when you add realms, they'll fit too.
Potentially, yeah. So I think if this camp, like, again, I'm trying not to get ahead. I don't want to be presumptuous and be like, we're going to go to the moon and back. But like, if this game gets funded and we want to run a reprint campaign with expansions, there is a high chance that we will do a big box version where you can buy a bigger box standalone to just fit everything. Like, but it's so expandable that it might be like fits 10 realms. Like, I think there's going to be a day where you might have so many realms it just won't fit in one box.
Right. Yeah. But that's when the additional that's amazing. The Realm Runners briefcase will be out at that time. No, so somebody asked an interesting question here. Do you have an idea for the stretch goals?
Yes. Let's go to that section. So I'll talk about the first 3 and then you talk about beyond. Sure. So we have 3 stretch goals set up right now. One of them is for dual layer game boards. And if we hit 65K, we're going to do that. Now, I want this so bad. So please help me get to this stretch goal.
Yes.
Double the layer, double the cost. So it is a premium thing, but I love games that have dual layers on them. And what I mean by that is you've got this board here. And right now they're printed flat on the base game. But if you look at this, there's little grooves in here. And we have these tokens in the game that fit in the grooves. So like I can put them in here. Every groove has a token. So then when you do it, you flip the token. And it just makes the game way more ticky-tacky and fun. I like games where you can kind of like just set it up and put little tokens and things. So if we reach 65K, we're going to just do every game realm as a dual layer board. And I think that's fantastic. And the second one is if we wanted to do the boss boards and the player boards. So we've got, like, let's say we got Frog Lore here. Again, the base game as of now is just flat, so there's no grooves in it. But if we can get these grooves, you can put your heart tokens in there. And it just makes it so when you move the game around, and again, these will be thicker. This is like just prototype thin, but we just want to make the game very like ticky-tacky and fun to play. So whenever you lose life or flip over a token or put a shield on, it's kind of a cool, like,
very tactile,
like gratifying feeling. So, and then thirdly, the third stretch goal we have here is for contrast paint on the miniatures. So I think I have an example.
Oh yeah, that's going to be cool.
So we've got, let's do the Frog Lore as an example. So we've got the mini. Let me see if I can get this screen up. So this is a mini and it's pure state. Pretty cool, classic gray color. This is frog lore. We didn't want to do color miniatures or anything like that. We kind of wanted to keep it classic, but I see a technique called contrast washing, and that's what this will look like. So it kind of makes it look like a stone gargoyle kind of look. So whether you paint minis or not, it'll look really cool. So that 85K stretch goal is every miniature in any edition will have this contrast paint on it. And if you like to paint minis, none of this matters. You just kind of put your base layer on it and you paint it and you go to town on it. But I think it would be a decision between like this and this. So that'll only affect games that have the miniatures in
That's
them.
awesome.
But I think
Come on.
it's cool. Makes it look ancient. It matches the theme of the game.
And you like the details of the sculpt. Thank you, Savage Zombie.
Yeah.
The details of the sculpt pop out. So you want that. Everybody wants that.
Big Mario Lopez fans? I don't even know what the context is there.
Mario Lopez.
The guy from Saved by
I
the
said
Bell?
Big Mario. I was a Mario fan. I said I'm a Mario.
Oh, he thought you
fan.
meant Mario Lopez.
I love Mario Lopez. Trash Possum. First of all, Trash Possum, your name, amazing.
Trash
and we
Possum.
had the show together, amazing. It's awesome. You rock.
Young artist, bring in the heat. Big box is a good idea. We already did it. Cool. I know Port and Company. Okay, that answers the question.
Okay, cool.
Whoa.
Let's see anything else here. Let's see Skinner's.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. Thanks for answering. That's good. You did a good job.
Oh, thank you. Skinner, please make our favorite zombie hand from your magazine a playable character. You know whom I speak of.
Raleigh.
Oh, hi, Buana. I'm here. Thanks, Buana. Yeah, Raleigh.
Hey, if we do that expansion with familiars,
We could do
Raleigh could be
dude,
an
amazing.
expansion.
I'm
Because it's a hand, it would like grab
Uh-huh.
artifacts and like
Yeah.
help you out. Yeah.
Yep. And right now I'm having an animatronic Raleigh made, FYI.
Who isn't?
I know. But Raleigh would be a good familiar. Making familiars is going to be very fun.
I think so.
Let's see.
Selling empty game boxes is more expensive than people
Oh.
typically expect. I know that. I'm very well aware of that. But if it costs more to make, unfortunately, it just costs more to buy as well. So we balance it. Cardboard, the boxes are very expensive, actually. It's correct. But it's just a hoop dream right now. It's not a reality. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Let's see. Somebody said, please. Recording a play session. Guess what? There is a recording of Jason explaining that, and then there's going to be play sessions. We're going to record them. We're going to live stream them. In fact, we're going to do one with Errol Otis, the Dungeons and Dragons artist from the 2nd edition.
Yeah,
D&D.
I'm going to add a section on the campaign page called live stream schedule. We just haven't figured out the logistics of it yet. The only one we planned was this one, but we're going to try and do at least 2 live play sessions so you can see the game in action, see what player interaction looks like and stuff like that. So,
Okay. Yes, Genghis Pond. Okay. Bringing me back to the stretch goals. Yes. So one stretch goal I wanted to do was a classic like poster, fold out poster that has all the artwork that I did laid out so that you could see it and it would just kind of have that. Another thing that I was sort of thinking about, I'm not sure like if it's possible or what Jason thinks about it, but like some kind of cool thing, like maybe a poster where it's like has the characters and then the lore next to them and stuff, because we actually wrote lore for all these characters and that we'll share that with you soon. But all of them have an origin story, a place they live at, because they're all from a different realm. They come from a world. We named the worlds they live at.
do you want me to read? Do you want me to read a few of them?
Yeah, sure.
We have some. They're really teeny. These are teeny, just but a taste.
These are just baby tastes.
Baby
of a bigger
tastes.
thing that we've.
So we've got Frog Lore, the world's best dad, surrogate father to countless tadpole babies who thirst for frog milk.
That's weird. I forgot about that part.
It might not make the final cut.
That's strange.
This is like special features.
Frog milk. Dude.
All right,
You were like in a fever dream.
I had COVID when I wrote.
Oh yeah,
it down.
he did have COVID. Jason had COVID when he wrote a lot of stuff.
I wrote the script for the campaign video.
Yes.
And the campaign video is not, you can't even watch it until we're off live stream. So
Oh really?
nobody's even watching that.
Oh, you guys got to see it.
You'll see it. We have a really great video.
We did a really amazing video. Big ups to Luke and Dora who helped us.
Brea and Muppis, the nomadic beast queen, lives in tune with nature and has an unbreakable bond with her dog steed, Muppis.
Muppis is the cool dog. I feel like, being an artist is funny because you never you just kind of are doing stuff and drawing things. And then you kind of sit back and look at it. You go, what the hell? That's weird. Like, I was like, dude, look at that dog's face. It looks like one of those weird rat dogs or something, but it's all big.
We got Grimbo, the reclusive wizard, repeatedly and unknowingly saving his homeworld from being destroyed. So he's just tooling away in his scribble den, saving the world, and nobody cares.
Yeah, he's on this planet and he's creating this sort of powerful shield over the planet while
like Highlander 2.
Yeah, endless meteorites and random cosmic storms batter against the shield that he has created over this world. And people don't know that he's doing that and saving them. They're just sort of existing and they kind of are suspicious of him.
That's right. Nigel came on here. He says, when you guys are at the stage where you need weirdos to come play test the game, I'm in Oakland. Hey, we're in Oakland right now.
We are. We're in my new studio here.
We're live in Oakland as we speak.
Frog Lord does not make. I don't know if he makes his own milk.
That's up to you. Let's
you know what?
The consumer.
It's your thing. All right.
We could do a poll. Does Frog Lord create his own milk?
Yeah. That's a good poll, huh?
The question
stretch goal is frog milk. You get a little batch in the mail.
That's the wrong question. The question is, does it nourish?
No, it makes you sick.
It makes you ill.
Will this be included in a booklet? Yeah. Might be, yeah.
The lore will be in the booklet. We want to do like an old school, like Sega Genesis rule booklet type thing. So the back will have character art and like little explanations for the bosses and the characters and the worlds that you go to. So the book is going to be mostly just visual and then like flavor text and cool stuff. Because the rules are, the rules might take a few pages to write out. And this
a Frog Lore sippy cup. That's a good stretch goal. So other stretch goals would be, I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, do we make cool stuff or do we try to figure out like something cool to keep with the game? Like, is it like, because, it's like you can like make endless stuff, but you want to make it cool,
Yeah.
So grateful for everybody being here with us.
We got 100.
Like, I'm kind of blown away.
We got 119 backers already.
Dude, incredible.
Not even a half hour's gone by yet.
That's great. I'm pumped.
This is great. Keep it going. We got to make this game. We got to get.
Tell your mama. Tell your grandma.
Just tell them we need dual layer boards.
Tell your mom we need dual layer boards stacked.
Mom, can we have dual layer boards?
Do you want another water?
Yeah.
Drink of water.
I do. Yeah.
I've got my Tommy Wiseau brand sweatpants on right now.
Yeah.
I ordered these off his website.
I need better sweatpants. I just buy ratty stuff at Old Navy. I need to treat myself better. I got like Target and Old Navy sweatpants. I need the good stuff.
Dude,
you got zippers on there. I don't.
Dude, I ordered these off of Tommy Wiseau's website. They come with these zippers. They're so weird.
See, that's uncomfortable.
I don't like them, but I like Tommy Wiseau. And also, like on the back, the tag says like American Spirit sweatpants or something.
It's like a cigarette brand or something.
It's American Spirit. Heck yeah. I've got more questions here.
Yeah. Let's avoid the frog milk questions.
Masters of the Universe.
Chris says, should I sculpt frog milk jugs? No. We got other characters we need.
Good Lord, Chris. Save yourself.
Save yourself. Love the minis. Plastic
crack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just like.
Oh, Bevel Blade. Hey, what's up, man? Just make sure there are some strategic misspellings to make it authentic.
There's going to be a lot of typos because it's just me doing it. So sorry in advance.
That's cool. Have a love book. Have a
Lore book.
Lore book. That's similar to mini comics that came with Motu figures. Yep, kinda is.
Yeah.
Hey, Yapter.
Masters of
what's
the Universe
up?
in parentheses. Who are you talking?
Oh,
For
come
the-
on. Yeah.
If you don't know what
that was
Motu is, get out of here.
No, that's kind.
That's kind. That's good. Consider it. Hey, that's.
Street Fashion USA is telling me. Yeah, that's what I'm wearing. Street Fashion.
Oh wait, I saw Panda Games is here. Yay, Realm Runners is live.
Panda Games.
They
Thank
made
you.
everything we're showing you today is courtesy of Panda Games.
Yeah.
Well, we paid for it, but brought to you by Panda Games.
Thank you, Panda Games.
An amazing team to work with. I always tell people, when you partner with someone to make something that you don't know how to make sure that's like a good learning environment. So like I can safely say that the next time I design an expansion or another game, the wisdom and the knowledge that Panda's given me over the past year, it's going to make me a better game designer. It's going to make me think more forward about the decisions I make and make ultimately a better product. So I am forever grateful with all the collaborations with Panda Games.
It's all like a total learning curve, but I feel grateful that you're willing to do all the learning. Because I'm like with some of the,
I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm kind of like Zoom meetings are kryptonite for me, so I appreciate.
But this is fine.
Well, this to me is fun because
it's one way.
They don't. Yeah, it's one way.
It's one way.
I don't need.
If we see a comment we don't like, we just ignore it.
Yeah,
that makes sense. You can't hide in a Zoom meeting.
No, I know. But I do listen. Here, let me see. There's a couple down below. It looked kind of interesting.
All right, let's see.
Just make sure there are some street.
That's the end of the road here.
What material are the minis made out of? PVC, resin, or plastic?
That looks awesome. Well, maybe Panda can answer that question. What are the minis made out of? I'm gonna guess it's resin. I don't know. I don't know anything. Plastic's probably what it is. But yeah, maybe Panda can answer that. What are your minis made out of exactly? Because right now we have these were made with
these were
resin,
3D printed as prototypes.
Yeah, these are like the prototypes.
So it is like resin.
Yeah. But we're going mass production for the minis, so we're creating the molds and whatnot. But I did a blind. One of the reasons, besides Panda being an awesome team, I blind pulled. I own 100+ games. I just blindly pulled the games that I knew had good components. I'm like, oh, this game's great. This isn't very tactile. Blah, blah, blah. And then I looked at the back to see where they were made. It was like more than half of them were made from Panda. So it was a very clear indicator to me that if we wanted the best production quality, we just have to do that. And if we have to pay more to do it that way, so be it, because we're not here to cut corners. We're here to make the game we want to make. So they're going to help do that.
Oh, a special launch tournament. Yes, I agree.
Launch tournament at a local game shop. Totally. Yeah, we can do that.
If you die in the game, do you die for real? Unfortunately. So better.
The mini says the minis in production are PVC.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool.
Good thing
Thanks,
Panda's here.
Good thing Panda can be here to help us out.
Yeah.
Swooping in.
Minis are new to me. I designed a game that had little characters, but this is the first game where it's a full-blown potential for awesome minis. So this is a very new experience for me. So
how many of you have any of you two won the game? Have you won the game? You're more like the game facilitator for when you've been doing it.
Yeah, but I've played a few times. I've won a few times, but it feels horrible because if I win, people are like, well, yeah, you designed it. But it's
right.
The inventor of baseball isn't going to win every baseball game. It's that doesn't mean you're good at it. It just means you create the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Will the minis be painted? Well, if you get the stretch goal,
they'll be contrast washed.
They'll be contrast washed, but it's up to you to paint them.
Yeah. I mean, having them pre-painted is probably a whole new campaign we'd have to run.
That would be a lot of cash.
It's a lot.
We'll have to get some
and then it's just basically a toy at that point.
Right. A little, yeah, totally.
I want to run contests for best painted minis and stuff. We can give away cool Realm Runner stuff for the best minis.
Amazing idea.
Yeah, that would be
a great idea. If you guys know any game shops, comic shops and stuff too, let them know about this because then they can get the retailer.
Jam
they
it.
can get the retailer. What is it, like the retailer
tier.
tier?
Yeah.
So it's like not as,
If you are a retailer, we are going to treat you nice. I worked at comic shops and retail, and I understand the plight of the retailer. So we're going to make sure we give you all a good deal, and we're going to give you some extra goodies, like potentially posters and like sticker packs and freebies to incentivize people to purchase the game in your shop. But we have a huge, deep love for like local retail and mom and pop shops.
Yeah, totally.
So we're going to make sure we do them right. So if you are, or you know somebody that is like a local business that would be interested in carrying this game, tell them to back at that level, and then we're going to facilitate a really good experience for them. Because it's at that point, it's less about making like money. It's more about getting the product in people's hands and getting them to play the game.
Yeah, Big Brother and Sack, they're gonna want some too.
Did someone mention that?
Yeah, Big Brother. That's
who said that?
That's your stomping grounds, Linda.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, we'll go there for sure. I already talked to them about it. So
I got a funny story.
We should do one of the live streams.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do a live stream at Big Brother, but I have a funny story about Big Brother. I painted this Marvel Zombies mural for them like 15 years ago, and they had it anyways. It's on this like plywood. They put it on their wall, and they said, and I got a call from the owner of the shop, Kenny, and he goes, dude, some people tried to break in to our shop last night. And I was like, what? And he's all, yeah, dude, they tunneled through the walls, the sheetrock, and then didn't get into the store because they ended up hitting the mural and they couldn't get through the plywood. And so your murals stopped the robbers. And I was like, dude, that's insane. And I was like, it's funny because like, I don't like the murals that much because they're not as good as I am now. So they're like old and crappy. So I'm like, oh, get those out of here. But like, really, they stopped the robbers. That's cool.
You're doing your part. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I did my part.
Yeah, I moved to Sacramento a few
Thanks,
months ago.
Thomas. What's up, Thomas?
So yeah, this game will be in Sacramento.
The great Thomas McGovern, Century Guild, the greatest book publisher of all time. He's here.
Welcome.
The best. The coolest. Also, just paid to restore the Caligula film, which is one of the most expensive, sexy movies of all time.
I was going to do that.
You were?
Yeah.
Thomas, did you know that they mentioned Caligula in the new issue, the very first issue of the new Hustler comic magazine? I guess Hustler,
they brought it back.
Porn. Yeah, they brought it back, but it's only comics now.
Number one again.
Here, I'll show you.
Did you get it?
Yeah,
it's got a not safe for work cover, I think.
No, it's not. Oh, Penthouse, not Hustler.
You're saying Hustler,
but I don't really care about. This isn't.
Oh yeah, that's the one I was thinking. That's on shelves now. Or did you get it?
Yeah,
early?
I got this at a comic shop, Penthouse, but it's just comics like European comics. Anyways, I don't want to take any attention off of our actual thing we're doing, but I wanted to show this to Thomas.
But you can show him. It's fine.
Thomas rocks.
You just turn this into a Zoom meeting, though.
Look at it. They say, here's a list of some of the most expensive adult films ever made. Caligula.
Okay.
So that's cool, kind of. Anyways. Cool. Hi, guys.
All right.
Oh.
Which beer?
People are sweet.
Let me see. Let's see. I got to go into my work here and see if anybody's chatting about anything. Let me make sure this. Sorry, we're doing a quiet. I'm typing something.
We're being very quiet. Right
yeah. Our game's all about
texts from
unplugging.
people who are like, hey, can I call you right now? And I'm like, no.
No, this isn't like a Jerry Lewis thing or something.
Jerry Lewis call-a-thon?
It's like,
hey,
caller number
Skinner's
one.
kids.
We'll put them on speaker.
Dude, I guess, Jerry Lewis was kind of a nutty guy. But, yeah, so the world of Realm Runners is greatly expanding the realm of human consciousness. So we're here to save Earth.
All right, we're doing good.
If we don't get funded, Earth dies. Nice.
We set it up where Earth explodes if we don't get funded. That's true.
Game looks cool, guys. Thanks, Clave. Love you, buddy. Thanks for you guys are so sweet. Thank you.
Art is armor. That's awesome.
Yeah, move over heavy metal. Yeah, it is pretty great. Littler boots. The film is awesome. Littler boots.
Very excited for this game, fellas. Thank you for making it. Aw.
I love that. Please elaborate on the stretch goal unlock hero Caligula. Oh God, Caligula was doing horny shit.
We got this question again, which is a variation. If there is a single major influence on the game design or vibe of the game, what would you say it is? So it's probably an art influence and a design influence. So I'll let you. What's your single most?
Oh, I mean, probably like Jack Kirby mixed with Errol Otis. Like, if you look at what I did, it's like, I mean, I'm kind of a simulacrum of both guys, I guess, but it's just, yeah, like psychedelia. I didn't want everything to be like extra terror style. I wanted it to be like you're in like a totally insane, cosmic psychedelic situation. And
Our boss realm is very Kirby inspired.
Yeah, totally.
Like, let's look at that for a visual. You got the Kirby, what do you call it? The Kirby space?
The Ultra Battle with the Kirby Crackle.
The Kirby Crackle, that's what it is.
You're in the final battle, brother.
This is where all hell breaks loose.
That's where hell happens.
And then I mentioned earlier on the stream, the main game design is probably video games from the 80s and 90s. I think that's my biggest influence. The sweet spot where SNES and Genesis were fighting each other. So we got the fast pacedness of Sonic, but then like the boss battles and you don't have to read a rule book before you play a video game. You just start playing. So there's a lot of that going on.
Space Rider. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. I watched the how to play. I was wondering if players can jump lanes or do they stay in their own?
That's a great question. So it's kind of like an F1 race where you have your lane and you go straight through. But there are opportunities with some of these loot cards to swap places with people and move around. There's always one character per lane, though. So you can swap. You can move other people to different lanes, or you can move yourself to different lanes. With one exception, if you die and become the zombie can go left to right, up and down. So backwards, forwards, left and right. And characters can go backwards too. So there's like a forwards and backwards. So like, here's an example of a card. So every time you play, you have 2 cards and you get to choose what you do. So you pretty much have 4 options every turn. So you can either move plus or minus 1, or move plus 1, or swap 2 opposing players' place, or place or move a trap. So there's all kinds of different variations like that kind of manipulate the board and people's placement on the board. But yeah, to answer your question, you're in one lane yourself. You're not sharing lanes.
Average play time length, 30 to 40, 50.
Probably 45 minutes.
Yeah.
To an hour is average. But again, that's a full board game. If you want to play a shorter game, you want to keep it tight. I've played a game that lasted 20 minutes once. Like, it's possible. It depends on if you wipe everybody out, because there is not always a winner. Like, you could all lose. If the boss beats you, you lose. If everybody dies before you get to the boss, you lose. So there's a significant chance that everybody loses. So there's not always a winner.
Yeah, everybody can lose.
Everybody can lose. That's happened a bit. There's usually a winner, but very possible for everybody to lose.
Yeah. Let's see. Froglore, best dad. Yup. The best.
That shirt is pretty awesome.
Let's see.
Why don't you put that great art on t-shirts? We did. And we can continue to do so.
And we will.
And we will. But yeah, for now, we're doing the Froglore shirt because that's the one we want the most. My kids and I will play this underneath the D&D cloth poster you did, Skin Man. It will be rad as hell. Yeah.
Thanks, Victor. That's sweet.
Kids are going to love this game.
This is a fully like, you'll probably be like, kids will be like, hey, let's play Realm Runners. Like, I can see them like taking it. You teach a kid and then they go take it and show their friends.
They're going to love it. Yeah. I worked in schools. I had a teaching degree. I worked in schools in San Francisco for a decade, and I brought board games all the time. And to me, I could bring this into an elementary school with like maybe some of the older ages, like maybe 3rd grade and up or something, and they'll totally pick it up. They're playing like Catan and stuff, and it's not that complicated. So
amazing.
Yeah, if you got kids that are in that sweet spot age, they're gonna love this game.
Thanks, Zuglets. Zug.
Skinner.
T-shirt. Let's see. I like the
What's going on here?
just
Okay.
like life. Yep, exactly. Just like life. Yeah, I know. Zuglets. I know. Jack Kirby and Errol Otis. It's a pretty wild amalgamation. Sometimes I'm like, do I?
Mad Hatter gets it.
Mad Hatter, you get it.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No,
you.
it's fine.
You can finish your
I
thought.
was gonna say sometimes I'm like, wait, do I really exist, or am I just like a baby from these two dudes? I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
Thank you
about.
so much, Rick. Rick Kitagawa.
Oh, Rick, what's up, buddy? Just pledged. Congrats, Jason Skinner. Rick's awesome. Rick was
Oh.
at Designer Con. He's doing the Designer Con podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's one of the hosts.
Oh, dude, we got to talk about Realm Runners.
He's
on
run a
that.
few BackerKit campaigns. He makes cool toys. He makes cool enamel pins. Rick's the man.
The Rick rocks.
Rick rock. The
Rick
roll.
rock.
Rick
Get
rolls.
rolled. That Rick rocks, baby.
There's a
Genghis
new
Khan.
Rick in town, and he's
Plastic
rocking and
masks.
rolling.
Oh, plastic masks for each of the heroes, cheap Halloween store style. Interesting.
Plastic
Interesting.
masks. Now that's a Frog Lord's just one eye.
Let's talk, Rick.
That's just one eye.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder that actually.
He
is
wants to get in the
pop-
Skinner verse. It sounds like.
Oh, Rick does.
Sounds like it.
Come
He
on,
said,
Rick,
"Let's
let's
talk.
do it,
Let's
Rick."
talk." He wants you on that Designer Con
Um,
podcast.
Hello, all the game. Thank you, Michael Muto.
Do you know Michael Muto?
Yeah, I do. I love him. He's amazing.
Now-
He's interviewed me on his podcast. He's the best.
Get us on your podcast to talk about.
Also,
Realm Runners.
his name is probably pronounced Michael Muto, but I like Muto because it sounds more like mutant.
Well, I think whichever one you choose is moot.
What is it?
So-
No, mutant, moot.
Sorry.
What about
Will it look good under my black light? Yes, it will.
Are these blacklight reactive?
No.
I don't know if they are.
Look
but
at these though. I'm going to show you our black light. Chaos cards.
Muto.
So we have a thing called a chaos card, and they have this symbol, and there are 2 hidden tokens on the board. And if you pull one, you get a chaos card, and it dramatically affects the game. Or if you kill 3 minions, you get a chaos card. So there's moments where you can get these really powerful cards, and they are very blacklight friendly. So we've got this volcano,
Molten disorder.
this demon hand. Okay, I'll let you do that.
Celestial doom.
It's like you're choosing a character in Street Fighter.
Yeah. Chaotic resurrection. Necrotic fate. Spiritual loss. Back to molten disorder.
Here we go again.
You guys, I know that you can't see this now, but we filmed an insane, awesome commercial where I'm like a wizard and shit. So you're gonna see it soon.
I can embed it like right here if we want, but
It's up to you, but you'll see it once we're done. I don't know how long. Are we gonna be here until 8 o'clock tonight? I think we're gonna be.
I got to
Are you
leave in a
guys here
few
with
hours.
us till 8?
Hey, look,
20 G's, baby. Woo! Thank you.
We're getting there.
Thank you.
we're almost halfway there.
We're almost to the point where we could pay for some of the cardboard.
Some of the cards so far we've funded this.
Yeah.
This is what you all get right now.
I don't care. I love a good challenge. Okay, I'm made for a challenge.
We got 30 days to do this.
Yeah, it's fine. And I'll be bugging people like crazy.
You
I'm
got
sure.
30 days to tell your friends you want dual layer boards.
You're like,
Please unlock the dual layer.
Gene Mutation. This artist is amazing. Gene Mutation, I love you. You are great. You are so great.
Yeah, put us in your newsletter.
Yeah. Can we get Skinner doing voiceover for a soundboard? Yes, of course. Whatever you want. I aim to please.
I want to get. We need 500 backers today to get to funded. So I think we're gonna keep going.
Maybe we could do that.
We might be able to do it on day one.
We could maybe. We'll see.
I don't want to get my hopes up. It could just
It
could be like an old car and it just stalls out.
Yes, but this will not be an old car. This will be a new Tesla Cybertruck
Whoa.
for you.
Whoa.
Hey, a stretch goal, a Cyber Tesla truck,
Yeah,
or just a piece, like a rusted piece that exploded.
just a piece of it. Yeah.
Can we get yes? Thanks so much, buddy. Gene Mutation, you rock, dude. I wear your shirt,
See how many
by the
people
way.
are here, by
I
the way.
wear it, and people love it. You should make an art book.
I
would
used to
buy
be
an
able to
art book.
tell how many people were on the live stream. Now I can't tell because we're live. I can only tell on YouTube, but that number doesn't read who's on BackerKit.
It's okay.
It's okay. I don't need to know. As long as people are
Yes.
commenting, that's all that matters.
Yes. Disorder. I saw Necrotic Fate open for Molten Disorder. Yes, you did. That's great. I saw him open up for Underground Pagan Warzone. I just say that.
I listened to Cat Stevens
That's
for a
not
decade.
real. Underground Pagan Warzone is not a real band, but it should be.
Any Cat Stevens fans out in the comment section? That's who I'm listening to.
Thank you, Christian Scott. You rule. Yeah, I know. Underground Pagan Warzone. Dude. Making up stuff is cool.
We had a bunch of names for this game too. I think some of the names were
What were the names that we had?
I should have brought that book. I have them all written out. One of them was like Lords of the Apocalypse or something like that. We had some cool names.
Oh, Desmond. Ba chewy ba chewy ba. Hi, Daddy and Skinner.
Oh, that's Katie.
Yeah.
Hi, Daddy and Skinner. I can't wait to have a copy of Realm Runners. Skinner is my favorite artist from Desmond.
Yeah, Desmond. Thank you.
I did promise him the first game. Once we get this thing produced, Desmond, my 3-year-old, is going to get the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be chewing on it in no time.
He's gonna eat a lot of these pieces.
I want to.
People are like, well, what's the age range? I'm like, well, it depends on what the choking hazard rules are, because they always said it's like 10 and up, because anyone under 10 they'll choke on it.
Yeah. Can we just buy the minis? No, but you could buy the game and then also get the minis on top.
What is it? It's like, would you spend $10 per mini and then just get the whole game? It's the same price.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So
$11 a mini, just to get the whole game.
Yeah.
Then Christmas, you just give the game to somebody else and you keep the minis. You're good to go.
Yeah, basically that's a way to look at it, is that you just buy each mini for $10.
If that's the route you want to go. I mean, I would hope you'd want
you
the game.
get the game for free.
This is a game. We're making a game.
I know. I do understand that you like the minis,
But that's offensive to me.
Right. For me, I'm like, hell yeah, minis.
Like,
I designed that shit.
Like, I spent
but
2 years.
Like, why made a game
for 2 years? Get the game is my short answer. But you can buy the game and then extra minis. That's fine. Hey, it's our videographer.
Oh, Luke. Thank you, Luke. Okay, you guys, you haven't seen it yet, but Luke and Dora.
It was just weird to have like a live stream and a video. Like maybe I can.
It would be weird,
I can
but the video that we made is badass.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it.
When we're done live streaming, stick around and watch
Uh-huh.
the video. Trust me, we'll put it on socials and stuff too.
Yes.
What are we at here? We're cooking.
Yeah,
We're
we're
cooking.
cooking. We're cooking. We're cooking with grease.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. Yeah, we want to relax and know that we're gonna make this game soon. So we're pushing.
We're gonna make a cool game, dude.
Yeah, Luke at Krieger Creations got a good look at the game. Probably the most intimate look at the game yet. Luke and Dora did all our photography and video work, and it's excellent. So all the photos and all the videos you see on this campaign, they did it. Yes. To anyone reading this, you got to watch the video Skinner did for the band High on Fire called The Black Plot. It's awesome. Yeah. Later, Rick. Thanks for support. We're going to keep the party going here. What do people want to see? We got the prototype here. You want to see game boards, boxes, miniatures, tokens, prototypes. We have early prototype miniatures. We have like a really small. We have small versions too, like a little frog lore versus a big frog lore. These are kind of for scale. Let's see. Great RPG book. Yeah, totally. The lore here is infinite. How long to set up pieces and everything? How long will it take me to explain the rules to my friends? So the setup and the rules, very short. Like this is a rules-lite, get to the straight to the action game. So just a matter of maybe 10 minutes or something. You can explain it and set up the game. recommend setting up the game while explaining it, because there's a lot of components. We have like all of these tokens and all these health trackers. So I like a game with a lot of little pieces and stuff that you can like pluck and move around. So there is an element of that. Super simple to set up. And then we also have custom dice. So it's not numbered dice except for the zombie, but you can see here some of the custom dice we've got. We've got like a hero dice that everybody uses when you're in battle, like a player. We have a minion dice for when you do little minion baddies, like these guys. They have their own non-playable character dice, so somebody on the table rolls them. And then we have the boss dice, which is here. And then if you get the gamer edition tier, we have a tier that comes with a dice tray and a D20. Basically, the D20 creates a hard mode, and you replace this dice with the D20, and it creates like a different mode. But yeah, I'm gonna let you take it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay,
It's all you.
I'm here. I'm eating cashews. Sorry. Sorry, guys. How much RNG is it? You have to explain it to me. I am too stupid to know. Yeah. I mean, if this sells well, let's see. Will we get more games or expansions? Like, yeah, that's the plan. Bringing in more artists, more realms. Like maybe the next edition would be an expansion set where we get like maybe 3 really amazing different artists to do a different realm each. And then there's other bosses and stuff. So it's I mean, this is truly just the beginning for what this board game could actually morph into. The platform that Jason's created with the mechanics really lends itself to like possibilities just kind of going wild. So I'm excited about it because I can daydream shit all day long and make up, and conceptualize things, but kind of takes like, things working well. So that's sort of like, honestly, the reason I got into crowdfunding was because I would prefer to have my relationship with the public kind of determine if I was going to do something or not, instead of somebody at like a big company who maybe had a bad day or something and then didn't like what I was proposing, which happens if you play this game by candlelight. Yes, Fate Hammer. That's true. The movie's going great. It is going amazing. It will be done soon. It's just taking a while because we expanded the scope of it based on how much money we got. So it's badass. Okay. There was a question that I skipped. Random numbers game. Let me see. How much random numbers game is it? Very luck based on small amount of rolling. Kinda. Honestly, there's a lot of determinant factors. The cards that you pick up, what happens, what cards other characters pick up. So a lot of stuff is possible.
What's the question?
How much random numbers game is it? Very luck based on a small amount of rolling, etc. Yeah, I mean, I
tried to take luck out as much as possible. Like movement is always options. When you roll dice, you're getting symbols. Like this is use your ability. Where is it? A. Use your ability. You can use it on different players. You can use it on the boss. So like a roll doesn't mean just do this one thing. You can be like, do I use it on this character, that character, the boss, or do I not do anything? There's healing yourself. There's just general attacks and stuff like that. So when you're doing minion battles and boss battles or fighting other players, there is some chance to the dice roll, but there's also option attached to that chance. And then the movement up the board and how you manipulate the board, you always have like a minimum of four options, like when you have your cards, because this is like what your hand looks like. So there's a lot of choice, and it creates very different. So you could play the game over and over and over and have different experiences. Like for example, I played with a group over the weekend. The first game lasted like an hour and it was very close. Everybody made it to the boss. We beat the boss together and then a player won. same exact group, same exact circumstance. We didn't even change the boards. We just played another game. Somebody died in the first realm, became the zombie. And then once they got to the boss, someone took over the zombie with a chaos card and ended up using it to kill the boss and helping somebody win. So it was very different. It's very replayable. It's very dynamic like that. So it's kind of a perfect balance between strategic and simplistic.
That was what I think was like kind of the genius thing is like, I don't like when you talk about game mechanics, it's like finding a balance to the game.
It's all balance,
where
yeah.
anything could possibly happen, but it's balanced in a way that it's not going to always be off kilter or like, so I think that like when Jason figured out over 2 years of play testing this with people, which is nuts. That's research and development on like a corporate scale.
Maybe even too long maybe.
No, it's
No.
perfect. But honestly, like, I don't know if giant corporate gaming companies do 2 years of play testing.
No.
Like this is like, I believe in this shit like 1,000%. I'm very pumped. Oh, thanks. Yes, options are always a good thing in gaming. Do the different characters have different abilities? Yes, they do. They all do. They all have different skills.
So yeah, let me get into that for a second since you asked. So every character has 2 special abilities. One of them is called a unique ability, which they just have. So Froglore here has the unique ability, has 3 extra health and starts the game at full health. And Froglore even has, these frog babies. Froglore gets, the babies each get their own green health. Yep. So you fill up. So Froglore has 3 more hit points than anybody else. So I'll give you an example. Like you'd fill this whole board up with hearts. And then 1, 2, 3 is for the babies. And then you have, so that's Froglore's unique ability. And then you have a dice ability, which is what I mentioned when you have these dice and you're rolling them. If you roll an A for ability, you use your character's unique ability. And in this case, it is self-heals +2. So it's Froglore is just like a really healing, nurturing character, trying to keep these tadpoles alive. So constantly like resuscitating his babies and kind of like soaking up. So Froglore's pretty healthy usually. So you kind of want to keep that in mind when you play. TC199, their abilities are, their unique ability is has an extra shield. So instead of health, there's these shield slots up here, and this character gets 2. The way shields work are, they're actually sponges. So if you get attacked by somebody, no matter how many hit points it's worth, a shield will soak it all up. So if someone says, I'm attacking you for 3, because a card says it, instead of 3 hearts, you could do 1 shield. So it kind of like does that. Or if the zombie wants to attack you, might not attack you if you have a shield, because it'd be a waste. If the zombie has like a +9 hit point built up, and wants to take you out, it'll only get rid of the shield. So you have the zombie kind of waits like a shark and circles people until their shields are gone, and then they go for the death kill. So this character gets 2 shields, which is pretty powerful. And then their dice ability is take any 1 loot token off the board and use it immediately. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to take this shield off the board and use it. Or if there's a chaos token that was unclaimed, they can take it. We got Grimbo. His unique ability is has an untouchable loot slot and starts the game with 3 cards. So when you collect a card, you put it in your spots down here. So you kind of have an inventory at all times. Mm-hmm. And this one is untouchable. So people can't steal it. You can't lose it. Like if something says everybody loses all their cards, except for this one. This one's always safe. Nobody can steal it. So you can kind of hoard it because, Grimbo's got these extra hands to keep it hoarded.
And once you use your card, then you discard it. So you're constantly getting new weapons and new loot and new things to use. So it's pretty fun in that way because you're like, you have like a sweet sword and then all of a sudden you're like, I want fire traps now.
Yeah.
Fire trap or something.
Fire trap person. And then his unique dice ability is steal any 1 loot card from any 1 opponent and play it immediately. So if someone's got a really cool loot card that's like take 3 off somebody, you can take that, play it immediately. So that's good. And then lastly, we've got Brea and Muppus. Their unique ability has an extra loot card slot. So since there's like a little horse steedy character, Brea can hold 4 things, and 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of 3 things. So they have extra inventory. And then their ability is if you roll an A, it takes 2 off whoever you're targeting, and then they get to roll again. So it can be like a combo. I've seen someone get up to 3 of those ones. So like boom, 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 and just kept attacking people. So they're all very slight and different.
Hell yeah. So they all have different skills.
Yes.
Let's see. Wow, this sounds great. Very excited. Thank you. Oh, that's my buddy Sean. Hello, Sean. I'm excited.
Linda
about
is
you
Sean?
too. No, the art night.
Oh, I was gonna say that's
Sorry. Thomas,
my name's Sean. but
I'm
my
excited
handle-
that you want to play. Thank you. I'm very grateful. I think you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to be a good way to hang out with your kids, and they're going to stay off their phone. What was that? What was that old Nokia game that we used to have? Snake. Remember that?
on the calculator.
A lot of you are too young. Yeah, it was on.
I played it on my TC-85 or whatever
Nokia,
it was.
but you play the Snake game, and it was like the first game. It was like so crappy, but love that Frog Lore shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited about Frog Lore. Oh, Michael, what's up, dude? Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Okay, so somebody asked, do you have any artists and like have thought about artists for other realms and stuff? And we kind of like just throw out random ideas.
We have no idea yet. But I mean,
it could potentially just go forever. But like
you tell us who would be a good realm.
Yeah,
maker.
you tell us. But here's the thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. An artist, like if an artist is like, yeah, dude, I would love to do it. But then I think sometimes I wonder if they found out like how much work it is.
It's a lot of work.
If they would be like, dude, this is insane. I can't do this.
Well, you're gonna have to create.
Oh, James Stocco. Oh, Chet Zar. Chet Zar would be amazing.
Oh, James would be good. We got the Godzilla book.
Yeah, I've been reading his Godzilla.
It would probably, we would have to pay the artist to do 1 realm and then 20 cards, and it's a variety of minions, attack, defense. So it is going to be like a production. So we're going to have to partner with artists that have a nice balance of style and audience, but also like can pull it off.
Juan Jose Rip would be interesting. He's an amazing comic book
Martin,
artist.
your buddy?
Yeah, Martin Ontiveros would be good.
He would be
Alexis
awesome.
Zire. Martin would be very good and unique. That would be interesting.
What about Headlopper Dude?
Oh, Andrew? Sure.
Andrew McLean?
I want I kind of like Justine Jones would be a good one too. Andrew
Andrew
McLean. Yeah, there we go.
I'd see a Headlopper realm. That'd be great.
Dude, you would love that.
I own every single and every trade of Headlopper. I love that book.
Do you have the cover I did?
I don't, but it's in the back of one of the trades.
I can give you the cover. I think I have some extras.
Yeah, give me that.
I know I can't get enough Headlopper too. Any of the Zero friends? Yeah, Dave Correa. I think Dave Correa would be great. Oh yeah, Dungeon Degenerates would be good.
I will say we should find like a lot of people will kind of match this vibe, but we got to get some wild cards in there. People that do like more peaceful, like kind of serene work, like
anime stuff or manga.
Yeah, like different
weird, random.
For the
shit.
expansions, I want like as much variety as possible. I think.
Yeah.
Definitely everybody we're listing for sure would like maybe the first expansion will be more like a like-minded kind of group. But if we can get some like weird like anime style stuff or peaceful,
I mean,
like,
it could
quiet.
be as abstract and bizarre as people get.
We would just tell artists like create whatever realm you want, whatever gives you energy.
Shaky Kane, yeah, that would be cool. Oh, Peach Momoko would be cool.
Exalted Funeral, that's all kinds of people. Like, but Exalted Funeral is awesome.
Yeah, Michael. Yeah, we were saying, Exalted Funeral. Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
Michael. So basically, what we're saying is to do another realm, like in an extension of the game. It would be like an artist would do their own realm, but they'd have to do all the art for the cards for that realm too. So we were talking about it would be awesome to expand that. Oh yeah, Francisco Francavilla. Tradmore. So we have a lot of comic artist fans in here. That's cool.
But let's explain something that we didn't explain for the realms. The loot, the tokens, they all have they all correspond with the realm. So if we have a swamp realm, all the we have like slime caliber or this weird like harp thing, or the freak out. So they match. So every expansion would be a realm and then a set of cards that match that realm. But when you play the game, you mix all the cards together. So you don't like all the worlds are in chaos and they're kind of thrown through the wash. So you might get a slime card in the spirit realm and a technovirus card in the swamp. It's just all like the whole universe is shaken up.
Michael C. Shun, or is that Michael? Is that supposed to be Michael Shung? I don't know.
You gotta stop trying to pronounce these
I love
names.
Michael Shung. I love him. Daniel Klaus, American Suburb Realm. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Why are the actual Errol Otis? Oh, why not have the actual Errol Otis do a realm? Yeah, I mean that would be awesome. I mean he would love it, and that would be a get for sure. We are going to have a live play testing with Errol Otis, and we're going to live stream it
whenever
this
you
month.
want.
Like we could do it in the next week or two.
Yeah.
I'll call him.
You tell me when and where, we'll do it. We got to get a good setup for that. We got to get a top-down camera.
Yeah, I can get a top-down camera and stuff. Oh, cool. I'm number 4. I find out. Thank you.
Number 4.
All right, backed. Thank you so much,
Dude,
Steve.
where are we at there?
And yeah.
Oh boy.
We're almost to half. Wait, what are we trying to get? 50?
50's funded.
Okay, so we're basically at half.
We're halfway there.
And that is great.
That's a good. And the train's still going. That means somebody's backed we have this thing called the backer train. And every time someone backs, the counter goes down to 10 minutes. So we've had a stream. Somebody's backed every 10 minutes since we've launched 204 backer train.
That's incredible.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, this is encouraging me to continue doing what I do.
That's good.
Yeah, this is it.
Let's see.
Somebody said something.
Let me write one thing.
I thought was pretty good.
Sorry, I gotta make sure this poll works. I do want to. We are over time, but I think we just keep rolling for a little bit. It's fine. We can
go for another 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Those are dope ideas and an approach. Each realm different. Oh yeah, thank Kizzy. Hey, what's up? The art is outstanding and the gameplay looks like it's gonna be awesome too. Mark Catalan, you rock. Thank you.
It is. That's all true.
Frog lore forever. Thanks, Gator Dave. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I'll do my best to continue. I have a lot of shit up my sleeve. You guys aren't going to believe it. But I wanted to, I'll tell you this though, of all the projects that I've been working on, this one to me is the most exciting for the main reason that I've never done anything even close to this. Like I've never been a part of like a board game. Like I usually shy away from a lot of mathematics and a lot of technical stuff and logic and stuff. So this was like a really cool chance for me to expand, like working my art into a system with Jason where it was like game mechanics, art, concept, vibe, playability, fun, all this stuff where I'm like, damn, dude, I've never had this kind of like, I don't know, project happen like this in my life. So it's very cool. Let's see. Oh, David Hoskins. What's up, bro? David Hoskins, Exalted Funeral in the house. David Hoskins, an amazing artist. Like truly, David, you've been crushing it.
He's a playtester.
And he's a playtester. He played. And we got a cool quote from him.
He's on the page.
Yes, Christian Scott. Yep, David, you rock, dude. Can you tell us what the loot tier includes and what makes it so rad? Oh, good.
Yeah, let's go to here. Let me read it out. So the loot tier is our premium tier.
Premium.
Let's go to loot tier and see what we got here. All right, so loot tier is going to basically come with one of everything that's featured, with the exception of an extra set of minis. That's just like something we added. So the loot tier is going to come with the deluxe edition of the game, which comes with the 8-pack of miniatures. So all the miniatures we've been showing off and stuff are going to be included. So it's the deluxe version of the game. And then all the goodies that you see as add-ons are included. So whether you back in the first 48 hours or not, you're going to get the Reaper Mini included in there. We're going to throw that in. And then we do have a limited dice tray and D20 that we're including in that set. The dice tray is going to have that demon
Yeah.
hand graphic on it from Skinner. So it's like a custom Skinner dice tray. And it's going to come with a D20 that gives you a variant way to play the boss battle. So instead of a D8, you have a D20. And then I'm mixing in a little bit more volatility in the dice rolls. So the boss is going to be even harder. So it's kind of like a hard mode for the boss.
Hard mode.
Hard mode. You're going to get a Frog Lore t-shirt, black or white of your choosing. You're going to get all of the pins we're making, working with a really awesome pin manufacturer, making 8 pins featuring all the characters and all the bosses. And then you're going to get a exclusive. This is you can only get this in the Epic Loot Edition. We're going to have an 18 by 24 screen print that's UV reactive, signed and numbered by Skinner, of the boss Yagua, who's featured on the cover here. I think you can see it on the
nice
game.
18 by 24 inch.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you a little.
Show them a little tease. There you go. So yeah, the bigger version of that.
A big screen print of this, and it'll be all blacklight reactive.
And we're only going to print as many of those
Yes.
as we sell. This is like the one thing that's you can't get it as an add-on. You can't get it later in the survey or anything like that. You can only get it if you're in that tier. So we wanted an element in there that wasn't just a monetary discount, which it is, but it's also like an exclusive item that you can say like, I went all in on this. And then it's also going to include every stretch goal that we unlock. So the dual layer boards, the contrast minis, if we do stickers, patches, hats, stuff like that. Sometimes they're going to be included in that loot tier to make it bigger. And other times it's just going to be an add-on, so you can add it on. But right now, everything I listed, and it's listed on the page, is what you get in that edition. So it's cheaper than just throwing everything in your cart and adding it on. And then it's got one exclusive item.
Can you do a hard mode with a regular D20? I don't know if that works.
I think you could make
try.
whatever rules you want if you have
Yeah.
your own It's like D&D style. If you want to make,
Yeah.
you could come up with your own rules with your custom D20s and do whatever you want. The boss battle mechanic's not overly complicated, but you could probably match the symbols with numbers, and then maybe even create a few new rules. You know, you all play Monopoly. You make up your own rules. You could do that with this game.
Yes.
Go nuts.
Do as you wish.
Do whatever
as you will.
Do whatever you want.
But yeah, it's going. But things are going good, man. I'm pumped. Just went full pledge. Thanks, Zooglitz.
Full pledge. Frog Lore forever.
Yeah, I'll be posting. I don't know if you guys follow either of us on Instagram, but we'll be posting constant updates.
Chances are they don't follow me.
There's
a high chance no one's looking at my day to day.
But you'll want to, at least just to see some cute family pics. That's what
I
I
actually
like.
don't do that.
Yeah, I don't like to post.
I
too
have a
much of
separate
my
family.
life. Yeah.
I have a personal family.
I gotta
thing.
follow that one.
Yeah, mine's just like nerd stuff. I'm really into movies.
Did you do good movie reviews? You guys, he did a cool game, his first game called Rental Rumble.
That's right.
And it was about you had to rent a VHS, a movie from the VHS store.
Yeah.
Go home, watch it, and then return it, or else you have to pay a fee or something.
It was the first to rent, watch, and return 3 movies or movies on their player card, which were like little membership cards, and it came in a VHS box.
Yeah.
I might have some extra copies when this campaign's over, but we printed like not that many, and we're almost out, and it's really hard to reproduce.
The video, the promo video that he made is awesome.
You're in it.
I'm in it. I'm one of the people who is excited about renting a movie. You guys got
see if you got any retailers.
You guys got to get on the Jason Furie tip, man. He rocks.
Oh, hey, look, we got a breakdown of like who's backing what edition.
Sweet.
Look at that. 5 in the base edition. Everyone wants the mini.
Yeah, nobody wants the base. But listen, even the people who get the base edition have the chance to add on
You can upgrade.
the minis if they like.
And then look at that. And then 136. And then look at this gamer edition. This gamer edition's hot. Look at that. 41.
Dude, nice.
Graphic edition, 9. Pin hoarder, 9. Epic loot, 13 people backed Epic loot edition. That's
Hey,
$300.
It's good to get epic.
No retailers yet. We got to get those.
That's
retailers.
okay. You know what? That's in time.
That's in time. That's
That's
fine.
okay. And everything.
We'll
is totally
still.
good.
You got time.
It'll probably be adding an extra set of minis to give my roommate as a gift. That's amazing.
Perfect.
That's incredibly kind.
I think
Or
that
should
would
I?
be
Oh,
great.
you have rental rumble?
Who's that?
Tangled headphones. Dude, that's awesome. He
good.
made it.
I made
this
that
is
game.
the guy. This is the guy that made it.
We got a Rental Rumble fan. 1 of 5.
Rental Rumble.
Yeah, that
Dude.
game, that was a passion project.
Dude, Rental Rumble rocks. That was actually, I remember because I like to act, I love to do acting. And so I was like, "Oh, do you need any actors for your commercial for that?"
I
And
did.
You're like, "Yeah, I do." And I was all, "Cool, I'll be there." That was such a fun day.
That was a good shoot. Yeah, we went to what was
Exalted Cell Boards game. Maybe they'll sell them. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, Nigel has a copy.
I have a copy of Rental. Oh, bring out the Rental Rumble fans. Let's do it.
Simon Roy would be great. Okay, cool. That's awesome. You guys,
Yeah,
you're the best.
awesome.
We're doing it. We're living moss.
We have a good first few hours so far. I'm feeling good about this.
Dude, yes. Are you feeling more
We're
it's possible.
We're 53% funded. That's
Dude.
good. Yeah, we're good.
The gods have shone down upon
But
us.
to truly break even, we need $6.8 million.
Yeah, in order to break even, it's going to be a lot more. But that's not your problem.
That's our problem.
That's our problem, and we love our problem.
It's a good problem. We just want the game made and in your hands. So every time you bring out the game, you're going to get 4 buddies to play it. They're going to want it, 3 buddies. So yeah, this is good.
But what do you think? You want to? Should we?
We'll probably end this in a few minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna end it. If you guys have any more questions, we'd be stoked to answer them. As soon as we're off, you'll be able to watch the commercial, which we're very proud of.
Yes,
And,
stay online for that.
Luke Krieger and Dora Matsui or Sui. I think is it Matsui? I don't know. I'm trying to get it right. But Luke and Dora are awesome. They made it. They took the photos. They're badass. They're so badass.
Says, can you alter your pledge later? Yes, you
Yeah.
can. You can customize it till the 30 days is up. And then once we send you surveys to get your shipping information, you can alter it one last time. So just get your foot in the door. Make sure you get that Reaper Mini pledge at any level. The lowest level is the 69 level. That's fine. If you just pledge there, you'll still get the Mini. And then we'll give you plenty of opportunities. And I'm going to communicate to everybody all the deadlines and due dates and stuff like that. So you'll hear from us. So
yes,
don't worry about picking whatever you pick in checkout isn't completely final yet. You still have 30 days to kind of work that out.
Oh, Sui. Thanks, Luke. Yeah, not Matsui. It's just Sui. Hey, Christian Scott, I'll send the link to my local board game. That's amazing. That's really kind. Is it all SF people working on this? I mean,
I'm in Sacramento.
he's in Sac. I'm in Oakland.
I was in San Francisco when I started making the game.
Yeah. So it's all Bay Area.
It's California, it's safe to say.
Northern California. And then
But we got like the 3D modeler, people all over the world.
I mean, yes. I mean,
It's-
we created it. We're here.
The box will
but
say like
the people who have contributed are in the Bay, are like Savage Zombies in Australia. I think. I hope I'm
Luke and Dora and
Luke and Dora
Oakland.
are over down the street from us.
Yeah.
And then Ricky helped print out the
minis.
figures. He's
Prototype.
was it like someone at Castro Valley or something?
I have no
like that? I
idea.
don't know. But Sacramento, what up? Yep. Is it all SF people? So yeah.
Mostly California, I would say.
Yeah, California freaks.
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
Big time. We're the California raisins. We're shrinking down.
Shrinking down. Well, I don't think there's any more. Oh yeah, David says I need a rental rumble. I can get you one, David.
David.
Next time I see you at a convention, I'll hand deliver you a rental rumble.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this is it, you guys. Appreciate you. We're gonna be here bugging the hell out of you. And so get ready.
You got a month of annoying people. So yeah. But yeah, appreciate this. This is what a blast. This is a great first hour of the campaign. An incredible start. And it's thanks to everybody here. So really appreciate your time. Really appreciate your support on this project. It is a true passion project. And we're hoping to just keep it going. The more we make, the better the game gets. The better the game gets, the more expansions we make. So we're trying to go to the moon here.
Thank you guys. Have a beautiful day. We'll be in touch.
Thank you. What?
Are you feeling good? That was